Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Sak here, and today we're going to be streaming with the new Axe-Boy change. There's been a surprise balance change, alright? I wasn't expecting balance change this early. Like, how often do we have balance changes? Every 6 months. Okay, so I could have sworn we just had a balance change in the summer, and we got another one. So today we're going to be playing with the Axe-Boy balance change. Axe-Boy, one of my favorite hunters, especially when he got buffed, and eventually he got nerfed to where it was faster to break trees, so Axe-Boy became a lot worse now. Especially with there being only 5 trees on the map, and it being so easy for Survivor to just kind of like spawn next to one, destroy it, and then there's usually no other trees around you. It means that it's very easy to just destroy at the start of the match before Axe-Boy can ever start the chase, and there's nothing they could really, there's really nothing to punish them with. They even get a buff for it. They even, like, the next tree they leave, they don't get a purple soul on them, which is another balance change. Sorry about that. Actually, no, that's not another balance change. Just like another buff to that the Survivors have when they destroy a tree. So, actually got buffed, and now I'm going to see how good he is. Is he any better? I don't know. So here are the balance changes while we are going to go in a match. This is what they changed about Axe-Boy. So, first off, they made the road bigger. Alright, the restful road that spawns in the beginning of the match is now bigger. Well, not the beginning of the match, but I'm assuming the road they're talking about is the one you make with your ability, not the one that is between trees. But I don't know, maybe they're talking about both. Maybe both of the roads, both the trees and your ability road is 50% bigger. So if that's the case, that would be nice, because there's a lot of times where you might, like, use your road and it's very easy for the Survivor to walk away from the road, so then you're going to have more time to stay on the road before you have to leave it. Of course, if it's wider, then you get to use it for longer, obviously. But the other thing is between trees. The other annoying thing about the road is that if it's not your ability, it's usually the one between the trees, and that one, there is some tech to it. You could purposely align trees in between each other to have a road in between so that it's easier to catch up to Survivor. I guess we're not banning anything, but those I find that those roads are pretty annoying to walk with. They don't go very wide, so I hope those are the trees that got buffed. Sorry, the roads that got buffed. The other change was that you now get 6 trees at the start of the match instead of 5, meaning that it's just more likely that a Survivor runs into a tree under kite than before. Not that much more likely, but I mean, 5 to 6 trees is a well, how much is that? That's a 20% difference. Alright, so you get an extra tree, basically. That's not bad. Every once in a while might make a difference. Maybe there's going to be more roads that you can walk in between with. So, I mean, again, not a big change on paper, but it might be really big if we try it out in the game. And the last thing that they changed about Axe-Boy, I have no idea how they fix this, by the way. How do you even fix this? People who play Axe-Boy, you will know what I'm talking about. When a Survivor has 2 souls on them and you're, like, behind both of the souls, if you try to pick out the soul in front of the Survivor, then the other soul behind them instead gets picked. Because the way it works is when one soul's in front of the Survivor, if they have 2 souls, they're both always opposite of each other. So if a Survivor has 2 souls, like my nose is the Survivor, and we got 2 souls like this going in a circle, right? If you try to grab the soul in front of you, in front of the Survivor, and there's a soul that they have over here, and you're like below the chin, it ends up grabbing the soul over here instead of the one in front of them, if you know what I'm saying. So anyone who knows how to play Axe-Boy, or not how to play Axe-Boy, even how Axe-Boy works, you want to grab souls in front of the Survivor, obviously, right? But when a Survivor has 2 souls, there's a second soul that goes behind them, and it ends up picking that one. Somehow the devs buffed that. They made it so that you don't pick the soul behind the Survivor, which is really nice. I cannot tell you guys how many hits I've missed because of that. So hopefully we'll get to see that in action. Again, I don't know how you possibly change that. First of all, I want to see this road thing. Is it really that much bigger? Honestly? Okay, there we go. There's the Axe-Boy thing I was talking about. They just literally break it before you even approach them. I mean, it does feel a little bit bigger. It feels a little bit bigger than before. Again, 50%. I would have liked 100%, honestly. What's wrong with 100%? Now, it seems like one of the things they also changed about Exploit at some point is that you can see the branches easily on the ground now. I forgot when they did that, but at some point they changed that. I really don't want to go for risky souls like that because what if she dodges it, right? Oh, right, I forgot she broke a tree. Oh, wait, she gets a purple soul on her anyway? Okay, I don't know why she has a purple soul on her when she broke a tree. Okay, we are going to get a little bit unlucky here. Oh, never mind. She decided to vault. She used the stun for some reason. She didn't have to do that. That actually helped us. Because now she got a slow vault from that. But there's always this little bit of luck factor with Axway. I don't know why this room feels so much darker. There's always this little bit of a luck factor with Axway because you need to get lucky that the soul goes in front of the survivor right as they're about to vault or drop something. So if that doesn't happen, you don't get a soul on the survivor, obviously, which is not good. I'm gonna drop a tree here and pick up the branch back up. May as well. It was just sitting there. Just in case I ever need to come back there, we'll have that tree already there. And you know what? Maybe she'll waste time breaking it. But we'll see. There is a tree right next to the chair. I don't need it. I don't need it in front of the chair. I just need it on the chair. Okay, never mind. She didn't even rescue? I guess it's because she was busy making beasts, so she didn't actually end up rescuing in time. We're not gonna pick her up yet. Axway has a really good swing when in balloons, so I really don't want to pick her up yet. I want to kind of abuse that. I'm gonna trigger this Pharaoh Lady's ability early, so that by the time she reaches the chair. Okay, she's not even going to reach the chair. What the heck? That's a fake ability though. Pharaoh Lady also got changed. She also got a pretty. I don't know if it was a big buff. I don't think it was a big buff. But we're gonna look at Pharaoh Lady as well. They did decide to buff Pharaoh Lady. They also buff puppets here, so I'm glad they're buffing these. My brightness is lower. That's why it feels darker. You know what? That's why it feels darker. But anyway, they did change Pharaoh Lady. One of the biggest changes that they changed to Pharaoh Lady is actually when she uses her ability, it doesn't make a sound anymore. Because it used to make a sound and it would just expose her every time she uses it. So I'm glad they changed that. I realized that I didn't mention that when I was playing her because I didn't know it at the time yet. But when I was up against the Pharaoh Lady in 2v8, I went up against her and she used her ability and I heard it. I'm like, wait a second, that's the ability sound. So you can, as a hunter, you can actually tell. Well, you could tell before this balance change when she uses her ability. I think that's really annoying. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna use the blink. I don't want to give a free rescue. Right? The blink will allow no free rescue to happen. We'll get damage on at least one person that way. Without it being very easy. Is she gonna rescue? You are gonna rescue, right? Okay, never mind. I guess not. Wow, we're actually getting the buff from no survivors. Why do I even have that equipped? Because someone is dying on chair. Why does that count as a dead survivor? I don't know. She's getting stuck on a wall. That's one heck of a priestess portal. And right there, you can kind of see the difference of the road right here. Right here, you can really see the difference when I'm trying to go sideways of the road. There's more speed up that I'm getting right before I have to leave it. And in that situation, honestly, in that situation, I kind of overshot it. I didn't think we'd go that far. But that little bit of width difference really helped us push forward that little bit if she was further away from the road. She wasn't. That's why I went for the swing, because I'm just used to old Axeboy. But new Axeboy could actually go a little bit further sideways from the road. When you combine that speed with a swing, you could go a little bit further than before, which is really cool. I like it. Right there, oops, what is that wing counter? Right there, that game, we didn't get to see anyone have more than one soul on them. But every once in a while, you get a survivor who leaves the tree area multiple times. So instead of having one soul on them, because here's the way it works. Every time you leave the tree, you get a purple soul on you. And if you leave it twice, you get a second purple soul. We were getting a lot of dodges today. So we're getting a second purple soul on the survivor. They can't get more than 2 souls, but it actually is annoying as Axeboy when a survivor gets 2 souls. Because then, what ends up happening is, like I said earlier, if you are outside of, like, the circle of purple souls circling the survivor, how do I explain this? Like, there's, like, a circle that's around the survivor where the purple souls go around them. And if you're outside the circle and you try to use the soul, very often the game uses the soul behind the survivor instead of the one in front. So you end up picking the wrong one, but it's not your fault because the soul just goes in front of you. How are you supposed to not pick the soul in front of you? You want to pick the one past you. past the survivor. But no, it picks the one behind the survivor. So that's the change I'm looking forward to the most, because that is so annoying when that happens. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to like use the soul at an angle at that point. You have to use it when it's not in front of you. When you have to use the soul in a weird way where it's like curving into the survivor, like right before it goes in front of the survivor, so that way the soul behind them doesn't go in front of you, and then you use that, and then it's like, no one cares, Psyche, alright? This is stuff only people who have played Exploit for a long, long time would know, and I would know. But anyway, let's use a different skin. I have this skin on him. I never really use it. I like to use the A tier or the worn clothes. Worn clothes on everything. The only one I don't use worn clothes on, honestly, would be Mercenary. I would not use worn clothes on Mercenary. I would still do. I think I still do on the ult account, though. I still use worn clothes on the ult account. I'm like, I gotta separate the ult account from the main somehow, right? So never mind. I like worn clothes on Mercenary. It's just the default has been. The default has been the OG. All right, so let's see where the trees spawn. Trees spawn 1. I like that they at least spawn next to ciphers, so that when the game starts, they immediately get a soul on them. Look at that. He already has a purple soul on him. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use it now, though. So you really want to try to... Right as they say, I'm not going to use it. What I mean is, you don't want to use the souls when you don't know they're for sure going to hit. You want to... Because here's the thing. He was out in the open right there. Kind of. Kind of out in the open. He had plenty of space to move around is the point. So in that situation... Really good soul right there. Beautiful. Looks like I did not forget how to play Exploit. The thing is, you really don't want to use souls if they're not at a powder window yet, because they're going to dodge it and then use the powder window. You want to use it when they're right next to them, so they have to choose, do they vault it? If they vault it, then you hit them, just like I did right there. 2 times in a row. First on the window, then on the pallet. Or, they first dodge out of the way, and then you get the speed up, and then you can hit them with the basic before they can vault again. That's the idea. That's the principle of Exploit. That's what you're trying to do. That's your goal. You try to make them choose. You don't want to do it out in the open before they even reach the powder window, because then they can dodge it when they're not even at the powder window. Then, while they're running forward, then they vault it. Then they go after it. So, I'm really trying not to use the soul so greedily. Kind of like with Ripper. Think about it like Ripper. Why would you use the Flying Blade when you're far from the starter? They can see it. They can move out the way. There's no reason to do that. Do that when they're next to a powder window, when you're right next to them. So there's no way they can dodge it at that point. The only way they dodge it is if they use an ability or like a flywheel or something like that. If this coordinator has, what's it called? A sticker, she is going to pick herself up before this guy dies. So we have to be careful here. Fair Lady and Puppeteer, they can't do anything about me picking someone up. They don't have any stun or anything. So this should be... We are... Oh, wait, someone is here. Wait, oh no. Is no one here? Okay, no one is here. Do not play Roblox with Abby, guys. Alright, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the crow flew up there. When a crow flies, it means a survivor just went nearby, but I guess it was the guy who I just killed. I'm guessing it was him. We should probably go after Puppeteer. Just because I don't want him to pick himself up for free, because Puppeteer is like the one survivor where healing himself, he gets huge value out of it. If he's gonna get himself back to half health, I want him to first be off of a chair. Because if he just self-heals himself, then he gets a whole nother use out of his ability, and it's just going to be really annoying. Yo, I love how the purple soul's like... Oh, I almost dodged that. Okay, I wasn't even trying to, but that sucks. Maybe we can get this guy to... I'm hoping that Puppeteer uses his ability and gets scared. But no, he's not getting scared. Hold up. It actually planted it. I'm kind of surprised. And this guy randomly changed directions, which is a little bit annoying. We still have that blink up. Yeah, we are not going to get lucky with the tree here. The tree is not going to have a soul next to us. In fact, this area doesn't have any souls, looking at it now. So that's really annoying. The full presence will slow him down here. Yep, it does. I'm just going to go for a YOLO soul here. Just because if he uses his ability, then there's only dangerous pallets nearby. So hopefully we'll get him. Honestly, I'm not sure though. I'm not sure if we will. If he uses this area right, which he didn't, or if I mess up, then you know he's not gonna live here. So he did not live there. You know, really in that situation, all you have to do is vault to the other side where there's no road, and then bait him to get closer. Because if you stay on the side with the road right there, then yeah, actually it's very easily going to catch up to you. You have to stay on the side without a road, so that he has to get closer. I also need some trees here. Haven't really been picking up any branches, so I mean, if I don't have any branches, we are going to lose this game. So I do have to sacrifice this chair just so that I can get a tree here. But if he's going to go to, I don't know where he's going. Hopefully, instead, maybe you can find someone else. We have the teleport here. That was really sad. Haven't really been keeping an eye on my trees. It's a very important thing to do with Axel. You really got to keep an eye on your trees. How much trees you have. Okay, this was her... why is it playing the pursue music? Okay, it's playing the pursue music because it knows she's here. Thank you, game! I was literally about to leave because I thought that was her ability and I thought she tricked me. I didn't know it still plays the pursue music when she's invisible. How useful. Thank you, game. Making Feral Lady more useless than she needs to be. Alright, she is gonna go to that area. That's not gonna work though. We have our abilities. She would have gotten slowed down from the tree there as well. And she's dead, but she's not really the person we want to go after. We want to be going after someone who has been on chair. This Feral Lady is gonna be more of like a distraction to get them off the ciphers, but I'm not really gonna... I'm really hoping to find Puppeteer or Coordinator. I'm pretty sure they're both dead on chair. And if I ever see a cipher shake, we're just gonna go after that. Where is the last cipher? Last cipher's on Big Ball. Okay. I'm not gonna use this tree because we actually don't have any more trees. I'm always down on a tree. That's why it's so important that you keep an eye on your trees so that you're not struggling to get trees later. Oh wow, the server's actually primed. Oh shoot, we might actually lose this game. I'm actually gonna lose this game. I think I might tie this game now because of that. Okay, let's switch to this now. We might actually tie this game, unfortunately. That was really bad. Oh, she's gonna get her ability. Oh my god, I was inside the pallet, my bad. Gotta keep an eye on her. Okay. Shouldn't be that bad. I didn't mean to hit him, unfortunately. Ooh, that's really bad. Oh, he's gonna get double boost here. What I meant to do was speed myself up. Okay. She actually did open up the gate, dang. Big mistake. And his ability doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess Coordinator could come here and do something. I don't know what she could do here, though. Is Puppeteer dead on chair? He is dead on chair. I guess he forgot that when we have a road under us that we can pick up and drop faster, so I'm not gonna lie, that really saved us there, that he didn't know that. And Feral Lady, this is her second time on chair. That was really bad of me. Not keeping an eye on your trees there, that definitely ruins your game if you're not keeping an eye on this, so... Again, that's one of Axway's downside, admittedly, but... It's usually not that hard to, do it. As long as you just remember to pick up the trees, you should be fine. Unfortunately, every single time I needed a chair, it was away from any tree, so I didn't have any... Against the impossible, okay. I'd never had a chance to pick up a tree while we were just chilling on a chair, so that really messed us up. That's a shame. Yeah, that was a little bit close. The blink was definitely good there just to slow down the Coordinator from opening the other gate. Honestly, that Feral Lady could have just gone to the other gate and we also would have been screwed that way. Because if we didn't... Because we didn't kill that Puppeteer right away, that should have given her enough time to reach the other gate. But instead she came back to the same gate, which was really good. For us. Really bad for her. Never rush the gate when the hunter is nearby. Especially that situation. Why would you go for the gate still if you're gonna die opening it? It's not worth it. Even if you open it, you die doing it. Especially because the time it takes to open the gate is longer than the time you think it is. Because after you open it, you have to wait a couple seconds to actually have the gates open for you to pass through. And without that, then obviously, you know, obviously you would get out immediately if the gates just slammed open, but no, it doesn't work like that. What is the buff? Axeboy has a 6 tree on the map when he starts the game. He has wider roads, so when he's walking on the road, he can move more to the left or right without stepping off of it. So he gets a speed boost. More area of the speed boost, basically. And whenever you have 2 souls on a survivor, it should be easier to pick out the soul in front of a survivor. Again, I haven't tested that yet. What do they mean by that? How do they even fix that? But again, anyone who's played Exploit, you will know that very often when a survivor has 2 souls on them, it's very annoying, but the soul behind them gets picked instead of the one in front of them, just because of the way the game works. The game will pick whatever soul it thinks is closest to your screen, to the center, and whenever they circle each other, it very often picks the one behind the survivor instead of the one in front. So it's very annoying. I've been thinking about sometimes it might be better to purposely get a second soul, just so maybe there's this off chance that at a bad angle the exploit is that just happens to the exploit. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows if it'll make a difference? Maybe again, they changed it. I don't know how you can change something like that, but we'll see. Maybe if you like lock on the soul before the other purple soul gets in front of you, maybe then. Yeah, that would be a good change then. Maybe if you hold and charge the skill that you want to use before it goes, before the one that you don't want to use goes in front of you, then yeah, maybe that would be a good change. Let's see, can we get an elbow pad out of this guy? Or like a free hit? We'll take a free hit, I guess. Sure, why not? Postman is also gonna... Nice try. Postman is also gonna... Dang, again, these people know what they're doing. This is only Croc tier, and people already know what to do against Exploit. They just have to break the tree at the start, and they immediately start off the game at an advantage. Because now they don't have a purple soul on them when they leave the tree. Which is really annoying. Okay, that's really annoying as well. He is actually going to reach the window now. I don't know what I could have done about that, honestly. It just grabbed onto me. Okay, this guy is not stupid. Alright, he clearly knows about the soul. Look at him dodging out of the way right there. He was scared I would use it, so he actually dodged to the right slightly. Or to the left. I don't really know where he went. I don't want to chase him in the hospital, though. It's such a bad start to the game. I really should have had faster pallet breaking or something this match. I should have thought about that before starting the match. And we're going to be at a huge disadvantage because of that. Man, are you kidding me? At least there's souls, there's like trees here. So that every time they go up or down hospital, we kind of had to go for a risky soul at this point. That's kind of where we're at right now. At least we get both the good pallets out of the way. And they haven't consistently been able to decode at least. Because we keep bumping into other people's ciphers. So that's really nice. Again, though, she's going to get this really good window here. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. At least we do have the road. So it'll get her here. Kind of. Oh my god, this chair! Yeah, we might be screwed. This might be your typical hospital match. Oh my god. Whatever, I'll just take a free hit. Oh my god. I thought I fell down the hole, instead I went around it. Oh my god, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Okay, how am I gonna bring this game back? I have no idea. We don't have anyone except Mercenary! Why is this Mercenary keep coming back? What the heck? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? That was a really good soul, but I don't know if that's gonna save the game. Oh my god, this guy. We should have just chased the Mercenaries! Are you kidding me? Like, why? How are you better? How are you worse than the Postman? You must be kidding me. Should I just pick that guy up? This guy's not decoding anyway. Whatever, let's just pick up a Mercenary. There's no point in chasing him, honestly. Whatever. Let's go over here. I have a feeling we're gonna need to stuff a rescue this game. Mercenaries never know how to kite, for real. What's going on here? Okay, there is another benefit of playing Exploit. People have purple souls on them very often, which exposes where they're hiding. Was this guy really trying to hide? This guy was trying to hide. We have 2 people rescuing. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Oh, buff. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Hold up. Can I get a hit on her too? No, she didn't dodge to the left. We'll still get a free hit here. I was thinking about what if she has slide wheel, but She didn't do it. She didn't do it right. Is she coming back? She's not coming back. This guy died in front of a chair. How convenient. And let's get this. And he's not working. It looks like the buff does apply. Look at this. Look how much wider. Oh, oh, you did not just break that tree. Oh, he did. He did. Anyway, I'm just gonna stay close by. Why did I switch to blink immediately? By the way, why did I switch off of it? I should have. Well, what could have been good? I guess peepers. Peepers would have been decent instead of teleport or warp. Man, why did I go to? That's just a numbskull play. That's like not being used to the not being used to warp existing. This guy is gonna go down here. He's not gonna reach this wall. No, he is because of the cheerleader buff. Okay, never mind. He still didn't use the elbow pad. He definitely could have used it. I don't know why he didn't. And we're gonna pick up the tree here. At least the teleport will be useful now. But I probably should have kept blink if I'm being honest. Okay, we're definitely gonna teleport over there. I see cheerleader. This guy is gonna vault the window. He's probably gonna use the dog here though. No, he's not. Okay, he has. Hold up, this purple soul might help us. Ooh, good flywheel. Hopefully he cancels. Yes, thank you. He did cancel our ability. Or our recovery, I should say. You can do that, by the way, as Postman. Cancel Hunter's recovery. Not a good thing to do, but you can do it. And let's get rid of some of these pals. And then this one, this second pal here is not that important, but I may as well break it. Not doing anything. And pick up the soul tree as well. I do want them to rescue sooner than later. I don't really want to wait. And this guy should be on a... No, let's just go after her. If she's going to make herself an easy target, we'll take it. And then that way, Postman has to, like, he kind of doesn't really know what to do at this distance now. You know, someone just went down, and it's very awkward for him. What the heck? That was a really weird route. Was he even looking where I was? I mean, I think he is. He's been playing pretty well so far. And I see the last survivor over there, Enchantress. She does have a stack, though. I don't know about picking her up. Again, I see where the purple soul is. She's literally right here. Maybe we'll get a lucky soul. We do get a lucky soul. Nice. And I know she's right there. You can see where the purple soul is circling, so I know where she is. I need to change this build. Why do I have this trait? It's unironically getting value. And she will die here. That's a guaranteed death. Perfect soul lineup. Again, sometimes we'll get unlucky with the soul. Sometimes we'll get lucky where it's just like conveniently lined up and we don't even have to do anything. But that was perfect. That was perfect right there at the end. I don't really know what happened at the beginning. We don't really talk about that. But if we had faster pal breaking, we maybe could have caught up to the Postman. But without faster pal breaking, that pal downstairs, it's just an automatic free trip to this pal upstairs after that in Birdcage. You know, I already know these kites. I already know how this works. He's going to 3 Cypher Kaimi, and I guarantee it. So I didn't want to go after him anymore. But there's also no one else nearby either, so that kind of messed me up. The mercenary is the weakling. Get him. May as well. May as well get him, right? I don't know, guys. Do we ban mercenary? Last guy didn't seem too good. It's always good to just ban priestess, though. May as well, just because of the long portal, mostly. Okay, what is this build that I'm running? What build are we running? It's the Trump Sucks build, but why do I have no survivor? Oh, yeah, because I have Impulsive, right? It's just automatically came along with that Kaming. Ayo. Nostalgic? Yeah, I guess we'll have it. What else can you have? Deer Hunt, Announcement. That's right. Announcement honestly might not be bad, though. Desperate Fight. Really depends on the survivors. Obviously, Wither's useless. And we're getting Lakeside again. Maybe Warp could be an option with this guy. The only problem is that it's not as easy at like with Gamekeeper and Nightwatch, where it's like you warp next to survivor and you can just jump over the powder or like hook over the pallet. It's not as good with Axway because you still need to line up the soul. What if you warp next to them and they drop a pallet but the soul is in the wrong spot, so then they just run away for free? so I don't really think warp is a good idea. Maybe it's the skin. Maybe the skin is messing me up. I never like to wear the skin. maybe it's because of the skin. I don't know. True story. I actually stopped wearing the skin because I find myself playing better with the pointy head axe. But I don't know why. It's really weird. 2 people spawn at shack. All right, so I don't know where the first guy is, but hold on a second. She's walking. She's walking. Her tracks are gone. Okay. And she's... I don't know, we're going to cover... I should have used Impulsive sooner. I forgot we had that. We probably would have been able to hit her like without relying on her to drop the pallet had we done that sooner. She's going to be scared of the purple soul here, hopefully, but again, we're not going to have it lined up here, so she's going to vault that for free now. Again, so like... Oh, that's a guaranteed hit. There's no way to dodge that in that narrow area, so we'll take it. Unless she flywheels it. Yeah, flywheel was up, but she already showed broken windows right there. Yeah. I don't know. What do we do now? Axel is like such an awkward character because after you chair them, what do you do? There's nothing to do in this kind of situation. What do I even do here? Like 1, 2, 3 cybers are shaking. Okay. Couldn't really tell. So the 2 other people are just breaking the trees. Yeah, this is. It may be crocked here, but this is a pretty good example about how to counter exploit. Like people know. It's strange, but people seem to know. I want to try to get her on that side of the area. That way, because this way, when I circle her, we can make it so that we're traveling towards the soul. Or get her, idea is to just trap her in. Idea is to trap her in so that, oh, she just flywood right there. The idea is to trap the survivor in when they have nowhere else to go, so they just have to go left or right. And you kind of keep them going left or right so that you give yourself time for the soul to eventually catch up to them, like I did right there. Instead of following her directly towards the pallet and breaking it, it would be such a bad idea to break this pallet, by the way, because this pallet is really bad, because when you vault on this side, you cannot go left or right. So it's very easy to corner survivor in if you force them to keep vaulting that pallet. Compared to this one, if you go around the pallet, they have the space to go here left, or they have the space to go right here. But when you get them to vault this pallet, they're stuck here. They're stuck here, they can only go straight, and so it's a lot easier to kind of keep him trapped in. It's a lot easier to keep him trapped in that way. Okay, this guy is here, and we know because he just broke the tree. And I definitely want to pick this girl up so that we have... why did he drop that? And so that we have the increased recovery. It's just faster to kill people when you have them on balloons because you don't have recovery. Faster recovery, yeah. So fast that you have no recovery, exactly. And I guess we'll break all the pallets for fun. Why not? Some extra points, right? You break him faster on the road as well. Look at that beautifully placed road right there. We break both faster that way. And this one will just be normal speed. And we'll pick him up now. Why not? We got Listen. They lost. Once you equip Listen, they usually lose the game. There's not a whole lot they can do once you have Listen. Mostly because you're probably using Listen when they're already on chair. And now we gotta listen. We gotta listen to where they are. Where are they? I don't know, man. Beats me. I mean, I'm searching, but I can't see anything. I think we get points for using Listen as well. Oh, I didn't get it right there. I think we actually have to detect a survivor. It's like, what maps do you think Exploit is good in? Any map where you can see over the wall. So something like, it's so sad though. Lakeside and Moonlit, you can see over the wall, so the problem is they're so big, and Exploit just... He has mobility, but his mobility is not going to go map wide on a map like Lakeside or Moonlit. I'd say his best map is probably Eversleeping. Just because Exploit is better on maps with heights. So that way when you go upstairs, you get a purple soul on you. But they're still kind of in the tree area. So if they go back down, they're going to go back in the tree zone. They're going to have more purple souls on them. It's kind of like a domino effect on a height. So that way, Because one of the counters to Axway is to just stay inside the zone so that you don't get a purple soul. That's the main way he does damage on people. But if you go upstairs, then that also makes you get a purple soul. Because that counts as leaving the area. Fool's Gold, okay. So, maps that you can see over the walls and are not too big, and there's like some heights as a bonus, those are the best kinds of maps. So, Ars Factory is good because it's small, but it's bad because so many of the walls are tall and you just can't see where the soul is going to hit the survivor, because you usually can't see the survivor because they're also behind a wall. Alright, same on Hospital. Same problem on Hospital. It might be even worse on Hospital because, like, yes, you get the heights, but is it even that good? Because usually there's, like, guaranteed pallet breaks that the survivors get. Like, they drop and you have to deal with it. And when you're breaking a pallet, obviously you can't use a soul. Obviously. So, I don't know, man. I'm always in between on Axeboy because Axeboy, the one thing going for him back then was that it took a while to break the trees, so that meant that you'd almost always guarantee get a purple soul at the start of the match, and then you could just blink him down later. And as long as you were patient with it and you were good with the souls, you could probably hit them with just that one soul that you start at the beginning of the game. But now that they can break it before this chase starts, it's not as good, because not only do they, when they break it, that you no longer have a tree, so you have to use your own, but also when they leave that tree, they don't get a purple soul on them. Because when they break the first one and they don't have any souls on them when they break, then just for free, for literally free, they get a buff for 30 seconds where the next tree that they leave, they do not get a purple soul. So it's essentially like they leave 2 trees. I don't know. The game, I don't know if the game mentions that when a survivor breaks your tree without souls on them, that they get that buff. That they don't really. No one came here. I know a survivor spawns here, though. I find that hard to believe. Really? There's no one here? Don't tell me these guys know how to rotate as well. Hey, we're in Crocodile. You're kidding me. We're in Crocodile and these guys know how to hide. Oh my god. Watch him like be behind this tree or something. Okay, no. Is this how I lose? I don't hear breathing in the locker. Okay, there we go. They were literally just hiding next to the brick wall. That's really annoying. Oh no, and this guy is staying inside the zone so that he's not getting any purple souls. That's really annoying. Oh my god. The brick walls are eating up my swings. That's nice. Do I use the warp here? I maybe should have. Yeah, let's use it. Just because I cannot afford to have this chase be any longer. We got it. We cannot let him get into church because he's going to get into church with that. I don't want to rely on the soul RNG being perfectly aligned for the tree. It just doesn't always happen. It's not consistent enough to rely on something like that. It's such a sad use of our warp too. Because if we were a different hunter like Nightwatch, I wouldn't have to do that. We could rely on our ability to catch up to him, but if the soul is not lined up when he's about to vault that church window, we are not going to have a way to kill him. We have to use the warp right then and there to cut him off. Again, exploit kind of always leads into these games where it's like too often am I relying on the soul. Where is his soul, by the way? Why does he have no purple soul on him? I think it's because the perfumer left. That's the other problem. Wait, now he has it? What? Nice. I don't know why the soul came so late. Oh, I know why. Because he left this tree. This tree had souls on it, but the other one didn't. That's another problem of Axeboy. Okay, let's say you use a soul. Then the tree only has 1 soul left on it. Let's say the rescuer leaves the tree before the person you're tunneling leaves. Okay, so then the rescuer takes the 2nd soul, and now your tree has no more souls to give to the person you're hiding, you're chasing, you're tunneling. So then they leave the tree and they don't get a soul anything. There's literally no way to catch him after that. Maybe I shouldn't have used the soul on the perfumer in that case. What the heck? Have you watched the basement guide? Do you have flywheel? No, you can't have flywheel because you have tide turn. I mean, you never know with these builds, guys. Well, This was looking like a scary game. This was gonna look like an intense game until she did that. Yes, and she had 2 perfumes. Okay, but well, if she used the perfumes before dropping down, I don't know. We're just gonna hit her here. Oh, and she has a purple soul on her? I don't actually want to hit her. I wanted to take her this soul with her to the basement. Because I didn't put any trees down there for whatever reason. I forgot to do that. I gotta get in the groove of Axeboy. It's been literal years. Okay, there's a reason I stopped using him. He's just, it's so annoying to rely on luck half the time. Like right here we got lucky. But had that soul been 180 degrees in the other direction, we would not have gotten that hit there. Because she would have been able to vault and there would not have been a soul in front of her, then that's a free ball. Alright. There's nothing to do in that situation. I'm just gonna use this for the speed up. She also gets slowed down here on top of that. And hopefully we can pick her up. I don't know if she has, what's it called, sticker? If she has sticker, she might pick herself up. Nope, she doesn't. And we're just gonna chair her right here. It's less time to walk. I don't want to have to walk backwards, if you know what I'm saying. Like, if I walk down the basement, I'll have to just walk back up. And this is just less distance in total to walk back to the psychologist. And that way, when we chair the psychologist, we'll be next to the perfumer. And perfumer has the longest self-heal time out of anyone here. I'm almost, like, thinking about baiting off chairing her and then swinging, but... Okay, looks like I should have just picked up. And we're dabbing. Let's go. That was literally a domino with that perfumer, yeah. I see now how he was hiding. That guy didn't know my spawn. He was just playing lawyer. Now I see. Now I see. I should have looked at the survivors. I should have been like, oh, they have a lawyer. This is probably the lawyer. So, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's playing lawyer. Of course he's gonna hide from me. And that guy wasn't that dumb either. He knew that if he leaves the tree, he's going to get a soul on him, and that purple soul is going to show me where he is. Because I know the color between souls. There's only blue souls and purple souls. The blue souls are attached to the tree. The purples are attached to a survivor. So if you ever see a purple, that means there's a survivor there. Oh man, I hate Lakeside. Ugh. Lakeside's not that great for me. It is a big map. And, I don't know. There are a couple areas where there's just still tall walls, like small boat, or I guess big boat's not that bad, but that dude was behind the brick walls. I need to be in a better hunter mind game here. Again, if I looked at the survivors, if you ever see like a lawyer explorer and you're not finding them immediately, and you don't think they're gonna rotate you, it's probably that survivor. And you need to think outside the box at that point. I'm looking for them like they're a low tier. Do I still take warp? I don't know. We might still take warp. If I hit a survivor and they run out in the open, I'm gonna have no way to catch up to them without the road. If I at least have the road, because there are a couple areas on Lakeside where to get to the next best area, you do have to transition through a big open area, so if Umbra has a warp, you'll just be screwed. Maybe she missed a perfume, but yeah, maybe she meant to press it right before dropping down. Even if she dropped down, I don't know, it depends how close that chair was to 99%, because then she would have had a perfume back up, she would have had to drop back down. At that point, I wouldn't hit her, just so she doesn't get the hit bonus. It really depends how much the chair was. If the chair was like 95%, I would not hit her there, just so she doesn't get the speed up anymore. But if the chair is not almost dead, then I'm not gonna go for the hit at that point. Man, I don't know if it's because people know how to counteract Axeboy or just because they see the break button and they just decide to break, but alright. Oh, wait, why did he get a purple soul on him? What? Did they remove that? Hold up. This whole time I'm talking about how when you break a tree... No, there's no way. Okay, this guy has 2 souls now. I get to see the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see what they did! Oh, that's actually a huge buff for Axeboy. I see what they did when there's 2 souls on a survivor. Now I understand. It used to be that when you had 2 souls on a survivor, one of them was directly in front and the other was directly behind. So it was a perfect 180 between them. Now they made it so that the 2 souls are next to each other rather than opposite of each other. So that way, there's no way you accidentally pick a soul in the way, because it doesn't go in the way anymore. This guy's gonna get his painting from me, but what are you gonna do about it? I'll look away now at least in case he still didn't get it. He did. And this is just gonna prevent him from rescuing. See, that's really good there. Because in this situation, I couldn't use the road. If I used the road, then it would be useless. There's walls in the way. So that's really nice right there. The warp was definitely better than the road right there. It just cuts him off from the chair. That's the most important thing. Also, we need to drop some trees. I'm talking and I'm forgetting. You should be dropping them sooner, so that way by the time the rescue happens, the tree will be mature enough. I don't know. The game says mature. Okay, don't ask me what that's supposed to mean. But basically, the tree gets older, and then you can pick up the branch. Because when you drop it immediately, it doesn't let you take a branch from it. You have to wait a couple seconds. The game says mature. Oh my god, that's not even the guy I was going for. Every once in a while that happens. And that's the only reason I'll play Axwood, because of moments like those. This guy's missing all his speed up hits on the ability. He just missed all of them. Okay, I'm gonna drop a tree right here. Just so it's in range of that chair that I'm gonna go to. And she might pop that cyber. It didn't sound like it was 88. It sounded like... It didn't sound like it was 80 plus. It sounded like it was below 80. Like 60 to 80. Okay, now it's 80 plus. The cipher makes a unique sound when it's almost primed. When it's after 80%, it makes a unique sound. Oh, maybe I should have waited. Oh, let's go! The painter nerf from a long time ago made it so that I hit him there. If that wasn't before painter nerf, what? That is not a good idea. If that was before the painter nerf from years ago, that would have got me. The moment he's dropping the painting in his animation, that already counts as stunning the hunter. But now he has to wait on his animation, and then it stuns me. It actually made a difference right there. Oh, that was really bad. But look at that. The bounce change kind of made it so it didn't really matter that I messed it up. So that I can go sideways and it's not really off the road yet. You need the explanation for the exploit buff, but slower. Okay, so basically... Alright, let's say you have a circle, right? And at one side of the circle, you put a dot, okay? And then imagine you mirror it, okay? Across the circle. So then there's another dot right here at that point. Okay, that's how the old exploit would work. That when you had one soul over here, there was another perfectly behind it. So they're always opposite of each other. And that doesn't seem like it's a big thing to know about. Except that when you play exploit, you realize something. When a survivor has 2 souls on them, the game loves to pick up the soul behind the survivor instead of the one in front. Why? Because it's in your way. It just picks the soul that's more in the center of your screen. And closer to you. So that's why that was a huge problem. Is that if you're chasing someone, and there's a soul behind them, it ends up picking the one behind them, which is really annoying. So now they made it so instead of the souls being behind, they put it like a soul right here. So that way, there's no way they ever go behind the survivor. If they go behind the survivor, then you're just not going to use the soul. But before, if you ever wanted to use a soul, then you also had to like dodge the soul that's trying to get pulled in front of you, like behind the survivor. Because it's almost like the game wants you to pull the one behind the survivor, because it just gets in your way. I think we're going to use Peepers for this match. Peepers, again, this is the only hunter I'll recommend Peepers on, because his ability has direct synergy with Peepers. This is the only ability in the game that is directly helpful to have Peepers on. Something like Ripper, on the other hand, even, it's kind of like, on paper it seems like a similar idea to use Peepers on Ripper because he has a range attack, but in reality, no. Because Ripper's attack doesn't go through walls, and Ripper's attack is very easy to dodge. Ripper's attack is very easy to dodge. I can't wait to see their spawns, by the way. Ripper's attack is very easy to dodge compared to the what's it called? Where do I want him to go? I think we want this, whoever our target here is, to go away from hospital. We also could have gone at the person at Shack. I don't think it really matters. Axeboy did get buffed. Yes, Axeboy got buffed. He starts with an extra tree in the match, so he starts with 6 now instead of 5. The roads are wider now so that he can walk on the roads more easily and still get the speed boost. And also, they made it so that, more importantly, when the survivor has 2 souls on them, there's not a soul that goes behind the survivor anymore, like blocks your way. So if you're ever trying to use a soul in front of a survivor, because why would you ever use a soul behind the survivor? Unless you're using it for a speed buff. You're always trying to use the one in front of them so it goes backwards and hits them. Alright? But if they ever have 2 souls on them, what ends up happening is you use the soul behind them. Okay, and then obviously you don't hit them because it's behind them. So it gets really annoying. Okay, so let's see what this guy does. Is this guy... Oh no, do I have peepers or do I have warp? Okay, what the heck? This guy went to the tree immediately. And he still broke it! There's no way they don't know how to counter Axeboy. Why are they all breaking the tree? He even used his ability to break the tree. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, and he still goes in hospital. It's so annoying. What do you do about that? I don't know. Let's go for a YOLO. Missed. Look at this. They broke the tree upstairs too. Okay, I know this guy's up here because there's confetti on the ground. Look at that. Oh, too bad the peeper's not in range. This is so sad. Just regular average hospital matches Axeboy. Really good angles right there. So how was I able to tell that he was still up there and he didn't like drop down a hole? I didn't know if he dropped down a hole, but I knew he was still somewhere in hospital because there's confetti on the ground. When there's confetti on the ground, that's supposed to be this game's version of blood, basically. So if you ever see confetti on the ground, it's supposed to mean that there's blood. That's when the peeper is helpful. For moments like those, I really want this branch, but this guy's not letting me. Okay. I know he has his ability. You have your ability, right? Why are these people so insistent on breaking the tree? Leave my tree alone. What the heck? It doesn't matter in this situation, but like, come on. Okay, I don't believe that they're actually doing this to counter me, okay? They see a tree to break, they just break it. Alright. Even if it doesn't make sense to break it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. How are they getting the purple souls? Okay, that professor this game, I think he got a purple soul. Yes! Nice. Cancel the power break animation. Not like it was super long anyway. It's a pretty short animation. I love how they just fly backwards. Is this cooldown back? His cooldown is 45 seconds if he doesn't hit that first scale. So I think he was like 7 seconds off. Something crazy like that. Anyway, we got a nice target right here after we killed this guy. Definitely need this tree right here. Pick this guy up. Any cipher shaking? Yeah, hospital is shaking. You definitely want to drop a oh, dang, okay, well, I'll still drop it. Is that in range, or did she just walk away? I hope that's in range of the cipher, because it would just be faster that way. To not have to walk all the way. It's really hard to land souls on survivors, so I usually just wait for them to rescue, and then I use it. Just so that way it's like already in the way of a pal that they're planning to go to. I'm actually gonna go for her. I think we can kill her. She should get a purple soul on her, and it's gonna be... She doesn't have a good kiting area either. That's the other thing. Just in case she has flywheel, I guess, charge the attack, but it doesn't really matter. Drop a peeper here so that her healing is decreased by 30%, and someone is healing. Is there a soul here? I used both souls, right? I used one on the rescue and the other one on a... No, I didn't even swing in the right direction. Oh, nice. She used it. No! She's on a 5-second cooldown when she does that. So I would have just picked him up and chaired him before she could get her cooldown back. Okay, well, we're not going to chair there. Ooh, there's a soul right here. Nice and convenient. Let's go. Okay, a lot of it is like working on the fly with Exploit. Okay, you see the opportunity, you kind of have to go for it before it's too late. You don't have a lot of time. She is going to make that. No, we're not going to make it. Maybe if I... No, even with Impulsive, it wouldn't have been enough. She's not going to pick herself up in time. Enchantress heals slower. Just like Perfumer. Actually, that soul is a... Oh, I thought it was a little bit further. That was really bad. Yeah, she's going to get a guaranteed vault here now. If she doesn't have broken windows, then this loop is not going to last forever. Peepers can stop that. One of the few things Peepers stop. Funny to say that out loud. Okay, and we actually see where she is on top of that. So that's really nice. And right there, you guys see she gets a purple soul on her. So that's pretty easy to just see her where she is after that. And I think we already used this power here. I did. Well, it's not me who used it. Look at this soul lineup right here. Dang. That's the other problem with exploit. Stunners like that make it so that, look, now I have to wait for the soul to reposition. Didn't take long because she didn't really use it to go anywhere. But if this enchantress was a little bit smart, she would have gone here. She would have, like, walked this way. Oh, I guess maybe it wouldn't have been a good idea because she would have gone to slow down right here. She might have not made the window at that point. I'm pretty sure she still would have. But that way you can, like, kind of bend your luck a little bit, and maybe that way while you're circling the window again, maybe at some point the soul circles around and you miss your chance because you're not by the window as exploit. Sorry, the survivor's not yet at the window, but the soul's also like too early in front of the survivor, so that you have to wait for a whole nother cycle. Enchantress heals that slow. She heals 20% slower, yes. And with the Peeper, it's another 30%, so she heals 50% slower in total. And if it were Perfumer, then it would be 60%. And so on and so forth. If you put a modified drill on Enchantress, she would heal 90% slower because the modified drill reduces by 70%. That's what the book says. The book says that Clown's rocket parts reduces healing speed by 70%. Oh no, it says 100%. Take 100%. At some point, the book said 70%. And when I did the test years ago, before the game said how long it reduces healing, I got 100% as well. But when they added the numbers into the game so that it's more specific, it said 70%. I'm like, what? I tested 100%. So I guess they fixed it at some point, but yes. Okay, never mind. I guess he reduces healing by 100%. So if you're Enchantress or if you're Perfumer, your healing is now reduced by 120 or 130. Your healing is still reduced by only 100. The maximum you can reduce healing speed is 100%. You can't make your healing speed slower than that. The game caps out at 100%. So if you're playing Perfumer, or if you're playing Enchantress and you're up against like a Clown or something, and he puts a modified drill on your knockdown, it's not going to make you heal for 120% longer. It'll just be 100. Okay, we're not going to run Peepers again. Maybe Warp is actually better than Blink. It's hard to say. It feels awkward running Blink because sometimes you just constantly have souls perfectly aligned, so you don't even need the Blink. And then other games, you never get the souls aligned, so you're going to need the Blink just because your ability is not lining up. It just... I don't know. There are ways to manipulate the souls. When you place a tree, the trees spawn wherever you're facing when you drop the tree. So wherever you see the exploit character facing, not your camera, but your character facing, that's where the souls spawn when you drop a tree. And also, again, when you are chasing a survivor and they have a purple soul on them, try to force them to go in a direction where when you are going around a wall with them, your soul is going the opposite direction. So like while you're moving towards the right, the soul is moving towards you from the right to the left. So that way you guys can line up, and that way if the souls the survivors in between you guys, you can more easily get that soul lineup to happen. We keep getting this spawn here. I think this is the third time I got this lakeside spawn at the shore. I could have sworn other spawns exist. Look at that, guys. She was trying to break my tree. Is she really hiding? I literally see her through the wall. Oh my god. No, the soul's running away! Whew. I didn't want to swing there because if I swing and I missed and... Oh, I was hoping that... Oh, I thought if we don't swing there then we would be able to make it and hit her before she loops back, but... I guess I should have just gone for it, right? Oh, look at that! You see, every once in a while, you just get so lucky. That was so lucky. Like, I didn't even do anything there. That just... She did the right thing, not leaving the area so that she doesn't get a purple soul on her. Because the trees have souls that move way slower, so it's a lot less likely for that unlucky thing to happen, but it still happened. Like, let's say Survivor's kiting right here right now. Like, boom, boom, that soul would be right there in their way and they would die right there. But you have to depend on luck, because look, now this soul's way out the way, and you'd have to wait for it to circle all the way back around, and it's just so on and so forth. That's the problem with Axe Boy. There's a lot of, like, weird waiting like that. Well, we could always warp back. Dang it. I don't know, is it worth the warp? I'll warp if they rescue. I'm not gonna warp if they don't rescue. Oh, she was actually right next to me. Dang. Lucky guy is... I probably should have focused on hitting her with the soul. Look at that. That's just a lot more reliable, though. Waiting until she gets to a pallet. I guess if I used it, then I also would have sped up to her and just basic hit her anyway, though. I have the wrong build, by the way. At least I have the right trait for this build. If you have faster power breaking, no trumper. Look at that! Look at that! That's so lucky! Every once in a while. And he has a purple soul on him for his next hit! Look at that. That's perfect. He's gonna vault this. No, he didn't vault it. Dang. Okay, I thought it looked like he stayed at the pallet, but I guess not. Again, we're waiting for the soul to circle back. Look how annoying it is when they go the same direction as the soul. I have to wait for it to go in front of the survivor for longer. But if we were looping the other direction, like opposite direction, then we would have to wait less time. Because then the direction of the soul and the direction of the survivor, they would be going opposite of each other. So it's faster to line up. But like right there, you would have to wait for longer. Okay, trees are going down. Boom! All skill. And Dungeon is here. So this was like a great example of what it looks like to be the lucky Axe Boy. Like, as long as you know how to aim the souls and when to use them, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Like right when that, even the times that weren't purely luck, like when that little girl was running away from me towards the 3 pallet at middle, that took a lot more skill. All right, but we still had to get lucky that the soul lines up when she drops the pallet. If that didn't happen, then we wouldn't be able to do that. Again, it's a lot more likely to happen with a purple soul because the purple souls just move way faster. But like, it's always gonna be a little bit of luck. Look at that. Look, this is the buff, by the way, with the road. Before, that would not count as still being on the road. Oh, and I see where they are. They're right here. Again, we could go for a risky soul, but that was really bad. That was a really bad soul. It's mostly just to force him to stay nearby, just so I can get guaranteed basic hits. Like, that's still a fine soul. Because now he couldn't reach the pallet. Well, he wasn't going to reach the pallet, but he couldn't reach the window that way. Because we already broke the closer. The closer. Why am I waiting? You already used the skill. We already broke the closer pallet. Oh, there's a... Right. I forgot they added this chair. What's the way to counter Axe Boy? Probably the best way to counter Axe Boy. Again, as a survivor, you do also depend on luck. You are depending on the opposite of the luck that Axe Boy is depending on. You're hoping that the Axe Boy souls do not line up right as he's circling you. Oh, he's got a flare gun. I don't have anything to... I don't have anything to hide behind. It's not even worth going out of the way. Well, hopefully we can make it. Imagine he perfumed back and I hit the chair. I think I don't think he would have been able to make it back, though. Oh, so what's the way to counter Axeboy? The best way to counter Axeboy is, when the game starts, break the tree instantly. Because when that happens, when you break the tree immediately, you should get a buff. Okay, I don't know why this hasn't been happening. But when you break the tree, the survivors get a buff that says the next time you leave the tree, you do not get a purple soul. So not only does he have to waste a tree to drop down for the tree that you just broke, but also when you leave that tree, you could just transition for free. Because you're not going to get a purple soul on you, and that's when you really destroy him. That's when you use your broken windows, your pal boost. You just leave the tree. He has to follow you, and he cannot place his tree until you stop in an area and you try to loop that area. But if you keep boosting away, there's nothing he can do. He could drop a tree, and you're going to boost out before the souls have spawned, time to spawn, so that you don't even get a soul on you if they don't spawn yet. I'm going to check the replay real quickly. Did they remove this? Did they remove the ability to have that happen? Why have some of these people still been getting souls when they leave the tree area? I'm looking for the lizard game. Okay. So this is going to give me an opportunity to also talk about how you counter Axeboy a little bit more instead of just saying words. So right here, we're going to look from the professor's perspective. You guys are going to see a change here in the top left. You should get a buff here. Right here, Dispel Souls. Resentful Souls will stay away the next time you leave the corrupted area. So right here, he's going to leave it. There you go, and he didn't get a purple soul on him. And he's going to leave it again, and the second time he leaves it, now he gets a purple soul on him. So, the way you counter Axeboy is this guy actually made a mistake. The way you would counter me in this situation is you would leave the tree area, yes, but you don't vault back into the pallet, because when you vault back into the pallet, you are vaulting back into the tree. And then when you have to leave the tree again, you're going to get another soul on you. Okay, so your buff was pointless in that situation because it only works one time. But let's imagine had he instead of going towards that pallet, had he gone to the second pallet to the right, just a slightly different pallet in the same exact spot, he would have left the area, he would have dropped it, he would have gotten no soul on him. And I wouldn't break it, because if I break it, he gets a free ride to hospital. So I'd have to go around from the birdcage side so that he can't go to birdcage. But then he drops the other pallet, and then he has to be forced to go back into the soul area. So that's part of my strategy, is that if they do that and they have that buff and they escape and then they drop a pallet, if they don't have like any way to boost away from you, if they only have like an ability like Professor that's like to prevent hits, but it's not to help him make you like go faster towards strong pallet areas, then I will cut him off so that he's forced to go back into the soul area. But if that was patient, for example, what a patient would do there is he would leave, he would like hook off a birdcage and he would hook towards the pallet and then he would drop the pallet and I'd be screwed. The game would be over because the next time, when is the next time he's going to stop in an area where he's going to loop? He's not. He's going to use the pallet upstairs, right? He's going to use the pallet in birdcage. Then he's going to go upstairs. He's going to use the pallet upstairs. Then he's going to drop down. He's going to use the window next to facing ruins. Then he's going to go towards Shack, right? And then at Shack, I can finally drop a tree down because he's going to be cornered. He's going to have to see what I do. Do I vault the window or do I break the pallet? And that'll finally give me a chance to drop a tree. But do you see how in that situation, because there's always somewhere to keep going forward, I never have a time to drop a tree. Because if I drop a tree, the way the trees work is you have to wait 2 seconds before the souls spawn. So if you drop a tree and then they go outside the zone before 2 seconds ends, they don't get a soul on them. So you have to get them to be close enough to you where the souls have time to spawn when you drop a tree. So it's like, it's a very gimmicky character. Like this character, Axeboy, has so many cool things about him, so many numbers about him that no one seems to know because the book doesn't mention them. Like for example, did you know that a soul that is on a survivor is not permanent? It disappears after 30 seconds. Which means another way to counter Axeboy is that when you get a soul on you, if you can manage to keep boosting away from him, or using patient hooks, or using acrobat bombs, or constantly using a powder window that makes it so that he's not in line to use a soul, then eventually, if the Axeboy doesn't use a soul in 30 seconds, it disappears. So if you never let him corner you, and you find a route to just keep going away from it, and never in a loop, then he will eventually run out of time, and that soul's gonna disappear. Only got 2 wins today. Tough games. I just haven't been updating it. We're probably at like 8 or something. Haven't tied or lost anything yet, so we're fine. Almost tied the second game though, so that was pretty bad. Ooh, I should have had peepers this game. I wasn't paying attention to the map. Because there's a lot of tall walls here, so we don't ever have an easy way to use our souls this way. But when we have peepers, we can clearly see where they are. It's a lot harder to dodge the souls that way. Look at that. I almost ran the wrong direction, but that soul showed me where he actually was. So right here, this guy made a mistake. He should have broken the tree, because look at what he has now. Now he has 2 souls surrounding him. So after I use the first soul, I have another one waiting for him. And this is what really screws you. This is why Axway was so good back then, because you didn't have time to break the tree. It took too long. But then when they nerfed it, when they nerfed Axway so that it takes less time to break the tree, only 8 seconds, it makes it so that you almost always break it before he has time to reach you. And then you have to leave the tree, and then you get a purple soul on you. Now it's the reverse effect. Now you have time to break it, then you transition away, right? When you finally get cornered again, then he drops a tree, and then you just leave because you had that buff to not get purple souls on you. And that's why Axway is so bad nowadays. Because you just get into this domino effect at the very start of the match, where Survivor just breaks the tree, they get that buff, and then the next tree you drop, they still don't get a purple soul out of that. You have to drop a second tree and have them leave that one before you get any value out of them. So the first tree is purely just to get rid of that buff, so you can actually do something. I'm too busy talking instead of like focusing. Are they just decoding? God, looks like they are just decoding. We can probably get a sneaky soul hit. It was barely in front of the cipher. Dang. Oh, if that barrel wasn't in the way, that I wouldn't have had to deal with that. That sucks. Maybe I should have gone for a tear shock in this situation. Oh, dang. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble. What the heck? Okay, I'll take the hit. I see him right there. Honestly, we could take this batter to basement as well, but how about this? I'm actually, if I still have time, I'm gonna try to warp back. I'm gonna try to warp onto this guy, onto the batter, and then we can take him to basement. I don't know if we'll be fast enough. No, we're not fast enough. I think Prisoner healed him up. I'm not gonna chase this guy. I saw someone else here. Look at that. You guys see that purple soul? That's another survivor. I'm not gonna go after batter. He's batter, first of all, and then the other thing is that there's a weaker survivor in this area. Dang, he got me there. Look at that. I would have been able to use a soul right there, but instead I'm getting stunned. Okay, but the full presence is saving me. Nice. We're going to get a guaranteed hit here because we went in a narrow area, but we're still not going to get the hit off because he got that speed bonus. Yeah, we're not going to get a hit here. This is where Axboy struggles. If you never have to leave the tree and you can cut in the area of the tree. Oh, maybe we could get a hit. Let's go! That was pretty lucky, okay. That was pretty lucky. How did he get that soul? Did he leave the tree, or was that like someone else's soul? Was that the batter's soul? I don't understand. How are these people getting random souls when they didn't leave the tree? Did he leave the tree at some point here? This is all inside the circle. I don't understand how he got a soul on him. Why did he randomly get a soul on him? What the heck? The trees seem a lot buggier now. Maybe that's why they're still getting purple souls, is because the game thinks they left the tree and then they get a soul on them. So maybe those games where someone broke a tree and they still get a purple soul after I drop a tree. Maybe it's because, just maybe the game thinks they left the area for some reason. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, well, we might tie this game. Yeah. Yeah, the Cyber's primed 100%. Man, too bad. I'm too busy. Yes? I'm too busy talking. Oh, that was a bad warp. Too far away. I gotta work on that. Oh, the soul! The soul! Yes! Perfect timing. I mean, when they have two souls on them, it's more likely that there's one that gets in their way. But I still have to hope it goes in the right direction. Anyway. Warp definitely carried me right there. Warp definitely saved me. That was really good. Not a very good warp, but really good use of warp. Anyway, this guy's just gonna leave, and we won the game. Let's go. Alright. I definitely should have pressured the Cypher that game instead of talking. Instead of staying by the chair. But yeah. Hi, what's up, Cyberpunk? Welcome to the stream. Also, Junie. Welcome, Junie. I don't know if Junie's still here, but welcome, Junie. Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. How did this guy... I want to go back this match. How is he getting a purple soul this game? He should not be getting a purple soul on him. He never left the tree, so he should not get a purple soul, because that purple soul single-handedly saved that match at Factory. I guess we had plenty of time to catch him still, but it made the chase a lot shorter. So, like, what's going on here? I have to wait a while here. We're gonna have to wait a bit. Welcome, Chulisius. Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. This batter was really weird. Yeah, was he getting healed? He was getting healed. I think we would have had time to knock him down. Anyway, right here. Here, that was a really good stun. He already had the purple soul in this situation? How does he already have a purple soul? Hold up, maybe he already had it. When did he get it, though? Why would he have it? Hold up, I actually went too far ahead. You thought you put the stream in 2 times. That's way too fast for 2 times. I want to see this. If only I could, like, move the bar here. Imagine you put the stream on 2 times now. Is it going to be 16 times at that point? Useless questions with Psyche. Okay. What's going on here? Why does my man... Okay. Oh my god, I see what happened! These two trees were not connected together, which is actually good for me. So that way he gets another purple soul on him. That's huge. That's huge. Wow, okay, so that's how. It wasn't some glitch. I just didn't notice that he got slowed down there, I guess. Alright. Now we know. That was not a glitch. They just, the trees just weren't connected. Yeah, they still don't let us drag the bars in the replay. I don't know. Maybe the slider bar is just to show us where we are in the match. But again, if you can speed up the match, if you drag the slider bar, wouldn't it just make the match go even faster than 8 times, and it would just still show the whole thing? But I don't know. It's so pointless out of the bar. Alright. Have a prisoner, lawyer. Cheerleader is always annoying because if there's ever a time where a soul's in their way, they might just choose to boost away. Like right as they approach a paladin and the soul's perfectly in their way, they might just boost out of the way. If you know what I'm saying. They might just boost away and choose not to use that palette. They might just choose a different one slightly further away. They bang Gisha. Nightmare got a buff, apparently. We're gonna have our own Nightmare stream, but they did some stuff where if he gets stunned and then he goes back into a pallet again and gets stunned the second time, it breaks the pallet automatically and ignores the stun. Something like that. So maybe we can take advantage of that. I don't know how good it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that good. People anyway pre-drop pals against Nightmare. I don't know. Maybe if we can find a way to like jump into pallets. It's just so bad though, because if you can never jump into the pallet. You always jump towards the survivor, and they're usually hiding in the corner by the pallet, next to the pallet, not inside of the pallet. So you just jump into the corner. Instead of jumping into the pallet, you jump into the corner of the pallet. Now it doesn't count as a stun. Oh, she is going to drop it. I thought she would have gone straight. Wait, does she not get a purple soul? Someone behind her broke the tree. What the heck? Oh, now she got a purple soul. Maybe lucky? Nice. I still want to go after Prisoner, though. He's in a pretty bad area. And compared to that cheerleader, the cheerleader... Oh, no, the cheerleader was in a better area for me to chase in. Let's see if he knows where to go. He does. Let's go after this guy. Yes, he barely... You guys see how it takes time for the souls to spawn? I didn't want to use a soul there because he could have dodged it so easily. That's the problem with Axe Boy. Like, you choose to play safe right there in that situation. I'm waiting for Flywheel. You choose to play safe in that situation, and if they don't dodge at all, you look so stupid. Dang. Could have just gotten a hit on them way earlier. Again, like in that situation, he also could have dodged the soul right there. Like, he also could have gone towards the left or towards the right. There's literally no reason not to. That's just why I don't use souls like that, because they usually go to the left or right, and when they go to the left or right and they didn't use you didn't use the soul, then they look dumb and they slow themselves down for no reason. So it's like a mind game, unfortunately, with Axe Boy. That's the problem with Axe Boy. That's like, it's a big mind game. There's a lot of luck and there's a lot of mind games, and that's why I'm always like a little bit salty when I go down to an Axe Boy, because it's like, ah, dang, if the soul was just in a different place at a different time, we would have lived, or something like that. Okay, we got the ability out. That's really all I wanted. I don't know if this is Wildling. No, this is not Wildling. This is Cheerleader giving tinnitus. But I don't see the soul, so she's not close by anymore. We're just gonna stay close to the chair for now. Are they missing calibrations? That was a calibration miss. They could just be waiting. They could be missing it to see where I am, though. That's another benefit of missing calibrations. Oh, sir, you don't make that. You do not make that. Sorry. Let's go. And now he has to use his pig. Okay, I don't want to chase this guy, obviously. Dude. Am I hallucinating? I thought I saw the cipher shaking. Oh my god, this is why I always stop. I always stop to see if it's shaking, because for whatever reason, is it just me or do you guys agree with me? When you walk, and it looks like the cipher is shaking for some reason if you don't stop moving. Even though it really shouldn't. I don't know, maybe it's just me. His bird cooldown got nerfed by 5 seconds. Who cares? It now takes 50 seconds. Did he just fly with her? It now takes 55 seconds instead of 50. Like, who cares? Alright. It's not even an ability you use that often anyway. Like, how often do you need a teleport? Probably as often as the teleport, actual teleport cooldown, like the one that's 100 seconds. Oh, I saw a red dot. Too far away. I'll just take the farm here. Once you secure 2 kills in this situation, then you almost for sure win. You just need to secure 2 kills here. Oh my god. By the way, if you guys are wondering, Psyche, what just happened to her purple soul? Why did it disappear? You want to know why? Because when a survivor breaks a tree, they remove all purple souls off their body. That's the other use of the trees. That instead of getting the buff to not get a soul on the next tree, if you already have a soul on you, then it just removes the soul off of you already, immediately. Instead of... Ooh, it does not go upstairs. I wonder. That wouldn't really be a good warp anyway, because she'll just stay by the window. It's kind of redundant to even use that ability here, because we waste time standing still just making it. That's just wilding. Okay, she is breaking. I'm gonna break the one closer to factory. This way, she's gonna. You guys saw she was trying to go to factory right there, but she can't. She cannot. Perfectly timed, because I chose to broke the pallet closer to factory, so that way if he tries to go to factory while I'm breaking it, I'm already finished, and then I can cut her off from going to factory. Important distinction there. To break the pallet, if there's like an infinite loop that a survivor made by dropping 2 pallets, you need to drop the one. You need to break the one closer to the good area. That way, because if you choose the one further away, then that pallet, when you break it, you're also going to be further away from the good area. So that way, while you're breaking it, they just slip right past you and go to the good area. But when I break it further away from them, they can't just slip past me, because they have to spend a lot of that distance just walking towards me. By the time the pallet break animation is finished, they're not going to be able to reach the area, because they only managed to get as far as where I am. And at that point, I'll just cut them off. So, obviously we're not going to get the kill on this wildling, most likely. Even if we find him, he's going to use his pig. We would have had to find him sooner, and then maybe we can make his pig get used sooner, then he'll only have a 25-second pig. We could always just slug, and then we'll get a guaranteed 4-man that way, but not really that important to me. I meant to cancel that. He's actually not going to make it out. I don't know why he didn't get on his pig there. He has sticker. Why do you have sticker on Wildling? Do you also have flywheel? By the way, you can escape out of dungeon while being on your pig. You don't have to get off of it to escape. So he could have just gone on his pig, and then he could just press the escape button. We have 0 trees right here. Axeboy got bugged. He's my old man. Yes, yes. I used to use him a lot too. He did get bugged. I'd watch a whole vid about the right pallet to break. I'd be breaking everything just out of worry. There's a time and a place to break every pallet. Just like with Survivor, there's a time and a place to drop every pallet. If you're really stressed and you're just making your cut as long as possible, yes, you can drop every pallet like that cheerleader did right there. But if you're trying to think about the future and you're trying to think about, okay, if I want to make it to factory, I need to keep one of these pallets up, because if I drop both of them, the hunter's going to do what I just did right there. They're going to break one of them that's closer to the good area, and then you're still going to be trapped in the same area, right? You could try to transition and pass them to factory, but it's not going to work because they're closer to factory. They're going to cut you off, right? That's the way it works. And it seems so unintuitive. Like saying, why are you breaking the pallet further away from the survivor? Why are you breaking the pallet not even next to the survivor? And it all has to do with the fact that the one you break next to a survivor allows them to slip past you in any direction easier that way. That if you're right next to them and you break a pallet, it's easier for them to go left or right past you because you're closer to them, so they don't have to spend as much distance walking to your direction because you're already so close. It's going to take like half a second, and they're already past you already. They're already running away from you. And then they're going to run to the next pallet behind you and so forth and so on, right? But because I broke the pallet further away from me, they got 0 value out of it. I deleted that pallet for essentially free, and what did they do? What did that cheerleader do? Nothing. She was still stuck at the exact same pallet. She couldn't go anywhere. She could have gone to the area behind her, but with the way the pallet area was shaped, she could only make like a garbage pallet behind her. She couldn't go all the way to God Corner. So her goal is to get to factory, and because I know that, I broke the one closer to factory, and you guys saw she was trying to slip her way into factory. She can't. By the time my pallet animation is done, she realizes, oh crap, he has fast pallet breaking. I can't slip past him. And even with slower pallet breaking, she still wouldn't have made it past me. We would have been able to hit her right before she makes that pallet out of factory. The key is to chase him in a way that prevents her from going to the next good hiding area. You're not so much worried about where they currently are. You're more worried about where they're going to go next. Let's say they're in a really bad area, right? But there's a really good area right next to them. Alright, if that's the case, what you should be doing is you should be making sure they do not reach that good area. Whatever you do, you cannot let them reach that good area. Do not approach the pallet in a way where if you break it and they're on the side of the good area, then boom, they just go into the good area. You got to keep them in a way, you gotta first make him vault on the pallet away from factory. So she already did that for me. She dropped the pallet and she was already on the side of the pallets away from factory. Like, she had a corner to her back, a wall to her back, and I was on the side of factory. So I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to like go around the pallets to like force her to vault away from factory. She already did that for me. She was already away from factory. She was already on the pallet side away from factory. So then all I have to do is just break the right pallet. I see someone with a purple soul right there. You guys see how fast those souls are circling? That means the survivor's right there. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, but they're going to a cipher that's blocked. Oh. We still have faster power breaking. We're gonna force a shock out here. Oh, and the road is helping! Oh my god, the road actually did something. I don't know why he didn't use the shock there. He would have made this next pallet had he used the shock, but after that, then he'd be done. Then he'd have nothing else to use. There we go. Good start, good start. Soul helped us find a survivor pretty easily. That's why I like everything. It's so nice and clear. You can very easily see where the souls are. The areas are also very easy to see over. So it's very easy to like use a soul. Like right here at God Corner, he was standing right there. And we could literally see where he was. Oh no, I used it too early. I could have gotten an extra hit there. I'm just going to pick him up immediately. That's a little bit my bad. I should have been focused on aiming. Hold up, I want to grab this real quick. Look at this, this is perfect. Look at that. And the buff here helps a little bit too with the road, because right here we without the buff, oh no, maybe without the buff we would, I mean it's not a big deal, we get right back on it, but it's like the little stuff. Ooh. The flywheel there is so pointless anyway, like why would you flywheel there? Look at that. Look at that, there's a soul right behind him. He has to rescue in that situation. Whoo, let's go. Has Axeboy ever become meta in I-95? Yes. There was a point where Axeboy was an A tier. My man. I'm not even going to go after her because there's really no point. She's trying to heal the person who hasn't been on chair yet because she knows this prisoner is obviously going to be dead on chair, okay? So there's no hope for him. So she has to rescue the seer. Her plan was to just heal him up to prevent an escape. Oh. Okay. Well, she'll get a free rescue, but it's okay. We got a chair on seer. That was my whole point. Because if I chaired prisoner first, then obviously she would heal seer, and seer would run away, and then we would have gotten no chair on seer, which that would be even worse. I'm not gonna use the soul here, even though it's really tempting. I know just about where he is. Dang, he went. That's not where I expected him to go. I thought he would go right, not left. There's also like that problem of Axeboy, like what side are they gonna run to? Man, if I wasn't on a cooldown here. She has Venom bonus, I have to wait. Oh, she ran towards me. Never mind. Messed up. Alright, well. What the heck? What if she didn't have broken windows? Would you need to break that pallet still? Shoot. What part are we talking about anymore? I don't know what part we're talking about right now. Who's she? The doctor? I don't think the doctor vaulted anything. There's no other females this game. You mean last game? Oh, what if... Oh, on the Leo's memory match. What if she... What if she didn't have broken windows? Would you need to break that pallet still? Yes, because if I... Well... well, no. But it just takes long... You just don't want to have... Want to give them the chance, honestly. Like, why would you even give them the chance? That's the most important thing. This guy didn't use a self-heal, though. We could so easily go for the 4-man here, though. We know where this guy is. He's literally right there. Okay, look at that. Here he is. It's an explorer. He's baby. Baby Explorer. Maybe trick him that I'm vaulting. I mean, right here he's cornered. As long as he doesn't vault, please don't vault. There we go. Now that's too late. You have to vault sooner in that situation. All right. So has Axway ever become meta in I-95? Yes, he was a meta character. They buffed him. They did a rework. Long time ago, Axway actually, instead of giving survivors slowdown, he used to reflect souls off of his body. So he would attract them to him. He would get the speed up, and instead of absorbing it, he would shoot it off in front of him. And so he's essentially like a machine gun, with like a very slow machine gun who had to wait on a 14-second cooldown. But he could shoot the soul in front of him. And it's a cool idea, except he didn't have a way to be good early game. And he didn't have the purple soul mechanic. When survivors left the tree, they didn't get a soul on them. So what would end up happening is that if you didn't corner a survivor, they would just transition out at no cost and you didn't get a purple soul on them. Nowadays, if you leave the tree, it's actually easier to knock them down. You're rewarded when they leave because the purple soul, it's a lot easier to hit survivors with. It's closer to the survivor. It's a lot faster, so you don't have to wait as long for it to rotate back in front of the survivor. It's just really good. It's the main way you get hits now with Axway. But before that rework, he had a much stronger late game. But his early game sucked. He had no way to actually consistently get damage. So Feaster had that problem. A lot of other hunters had that problem, like Gamekeeper. Gamekeeper's hook used to do full damage. Gamekeeper's hook used to do its full recovery damage. So you could hook someone at full health, they would go half health, and then you swing at them, they're down. And a lot of hunters had very strong late game like that. But they were useless because they could never get it. A good survivor would kite Gamekeeper infinitely. Why? Because early game, he didn't have a hook. He didn't start with a hook. He was a hunter who had no bear traps, no hook. All he had was his weapon, and there was no way you could ever get damage with it. So that's why these hunters like Axboy or like Gamekeeper who had very strong late game were useless. Because they just didn't have a way to do damage early. So they reworked Axboy. They made it so that instead, Axboy gives survivors a purple soul when they leave. And now, instead of launching souls at full presence, he slows them down. Which, honestly, in some situations, the slowdown is better than launching the soul. Because launching the soul was really hard back then. You didn't have a crosshair. So it was very difficult. I'm pretty sure they're breaking that tree. I don't know. Yeah, because someone spawns there. I know someone spawns here. So right now, this guy's going to leave this tree. And he's not going to get a soul on him. Because, well, he anyway stepped into a different soul, so. Oh, yes, he's standing there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where is he running? Look, guys, he left the tree and he didn't get a purple soul on him. Because he broke the first tree. That's why Axboy sucks now. Look, now I have nothing to kill him with. Old Axboy, that would not have happened. So, why was Axboy meta before? Because the biggest... I really thought that wasn't going to hit for a second. The reason he was really good back then was because it took longer to break the trees. It took 12 seconds instead of 8 seconds. What the hell? Okay, well, we trade hits, and someone is getting hit immediately anyway, so that's fine. Do you have another? Okay. That's really funny. Someone's working on shore. And that cipher is also being worked on. So this guy... Is this guy still here? Oh shoot, I wasn't looking at him. I was looking at the ciphers. Dang, now I don't know where he went. Dang, if I was just watching him, we would just pursue him. Then I wouldn't have to just sit here and wait. Dang. Well, I guess we're waiting now. Oh. Oh my god, the soul went out of the way. Nice. We're gonna wait here. There we go. Patience pays. Let's go. And I guess we are gonna chair her basement because I'm not getting tinnitus anyway. If there was tinnitus, I'd probably not even chair her. But since I don't have tinnitus, we don't have to worry about someone rescuing this guy. 32 meters is a very far distance, so if I don't get tinnitus at that moment, we'll have time to chair him before someone makes the rescue. And yeah, he's gonna die for free. That's really good. Really good stuff. I'm pretty sure they went in this direction. Guys, check this out. This is the only cipher done, and then after it was done, a heal happened. Where do you think they are? They didn't have time to... They definitely didn't have time to go anywhere. Oops, that was really bad. They definitely didn't have time to go anywhere after that cipher pop happened. So we know exactly where they were healing, which means we also know where they're coming from. So a little bit of Hunter game sense. He should have another magnet, right? I guess not. They did make the magnet cooldown 10 seconds longer for prospectors. Such a stupid nerf. Alright? He's sometimes useful. Big deal. I don't think that's a reason to nerf prospector. Come on. I don't understand the devs. Okay, there's no dungeon, which means the survivor has to do a cipher right now. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on the cipher. Oh, never mind. We see where they are. Let's let her get closer. I want the soul to be easier to hit. There we go. Did Puppeteer get buffed yet? Yes, he already did get buffed. Along with some other characters. Axe Boy, Nightmare, Feral Lady, and did Journalist get buffed? I don't think Journalist got buffed. They changed all the F-tier survivors, thank God. Schmitty, if you still think Puppeteer is the best survivor after they buffed him, and meanwhile they're nerfing Prospector very far from the best survivor, that should say something to you. Alright, a long time ago someone told me, if you're wondering what's going on, so a long time ago someone told me that Schmitty said Puppeteer is like one of the best survivors in the game. I cannot stop mentioning that. Like, what is the logic behind this? I need Schmitty to come here and give me his logic. What is Aaron feeding you guys? Okay. I'm sorry, that was mean. I'm kidding, of course. That nerf was unnecessary. Exactly. Unnecessary nerf. The nerf before this nerf was also unnecessary. The last 3 nerfs have been unnecessary. I could pull up the IDV wiki and find you all the dumb Prospector nerfs that they have been doing. The only nerf that was necessary was when Prospector first released. And that was 6 years ago now. Well, more like 5 years ago. Oops, I banned Priestess and I didn't look at the map. Storms Factory. Okay, March 21st, 2019. 4.5 years ago, I think, right? 4.5 years ago. No, 5.5 years ago. No, 5 years. No, I'm not gonna do the math. All right, 4 to 5 years ago, Prospector was added. They immediately nerfed him after a month, if you count that as immediate. They made the maximum trigger distance way shorter. That was all they needed to do, and they made his cooldown longer. Okay, that's all they needed to do. And then, 2022, they nerfed his healing speed from 20 to 10%. And they removed the 50% chance of triggering calibrations. Which means you decode slower now. Because every calibration you get is a chance to decode 2% faster. Because if you hit it, that you get 2% extra progress. Okay, so that's gone now. They removed that. What else did they remove? Let's see here. Prospector's magnets will no longer be able to make survivors leave roller coasters. Okay, that was a buff. Kind of. Not really. Who cares about that? Then in 2023, they increased the magnet's cooldown from 6 seconds. I believe it used to be 5 seconds. Every time you dropped a magnet, it had a cooldown on it where you couldn't use the next magnet for like 3 or 5 seconds. And then it made it 6 seconds. I think it was 3 seconds. Then they decreased the stun duration by 30. They decreased it by 32% when there's other survivors within 15 meters. Was that really necessary? I mean, I could see the 6 second thing. I could see that being a good nerf, okay? Because whenever you dropped a survivor, because the Prospector magneted you, that 3 second cooldown makes it so he can drop another one immediately on you. Okay, maybe there's something to be said about that. Okay, but did they really have to nerf the whole support factor about him? I don't think so. And they made you start with slightly more magnets. Okay, so they're not completely outright killing him. I should have dropped the peeper sooner there. That would have been a hit with the soul if I had just, instead of reading this thing. Are you gonna use your shock? You do. Okay, that saber's blocked. Definitely want to. No, I did not mean to do that. But you know what? I think we can. Nope, we can't make it work at all. I really want to go for basement, but I just want to get a faster chair in too. Let's do this. That way, when we go there, this tree will just automatically plant. And hopefully we get lucky. Nope, but we still get the hit anyway. Look at that. That is some exploit tech that is not mentioned anywhere in the book. That you can put a branch on top of the road, and at the very end of the road is going to make a tree. That it doesn't say anywhere in the game that you can do that. That's such a huge ability to do. It just makes it so much faster. Like in that situation, if I had to first make a road and then drop a tree, we would have had to wait for the souls to show up. She probably would have moved around so it wouldn't be conveniently in the right direction where we needed the souls to be. I mean, now we force the psychologist to heal. A huge benefit like that is just completely missing. We're gonna do it again. Look at that. Look at the value. Look, and now the soul will be already lined up. Kind of. We still get the hit. Look at that. I don't know. I've seen some pretty crazy hits through pallets when the hunter got stunned. I could have sworn we got stunned before the hit in that situation. Guys, roll that back. Did she drop that before the hit happened? Like, what the heck just happened there? Look at that. That is such a sad way to get hit 2 times in a row. Oh, prediction? Dang it. Oh, well. I blame broken windows. That's what I blame it on. I am trying to not let her go to factory. I have a hair in my mouth. Okay. Can we get like a soul here? Where are my souls? Look at that. We're just getting unlucky. Where are my souls, fella? Look at that. Look at this crap. Look at that. Now I have to wait for it to circle all the way back. This is so dumb. Exploit problems. Why are we facing, by the way, not that it matters, but why have all these players been Chinese players? Are all the Chinese players moving to any EU? What's going on here? Hold up, I want to trap her at this window, because then we can get a soul lineup. Or not. Or she can be good at the game. And no to not vault the window. Dang, we're in a lot of trouble now. We're not gonna catch her. I mean, we could catch her, but oh no, they're not even doing any. Dang, this is so bad because I don't want to chase her here. But they're also not doing another cipher close by to make it worth leaving. That's the problem. At least she left the area. That makes it a lot better. Thank you for doing that. Literally left for no reason. Okay. If she just stayed at factory, she could keep looping those windows, and there's no guarantee that a soul lines up. I'd be fully hoping on luck. Oh, well, I guess she's super scared. I didn't even realize she was still there. Well, I mean, I guess the peeper would have exposed her, though, right? Ooh, that counted somehow. Let's go. Man, leave my trees alone. What do they do to you? They're my babies. Look at that. Now if she leaves, she gets a purple soul on her. Wait, does she? No, she doesn't, because she just broke one earlier. We still kill her because of the boom. Because of the buff. Full presence buff. So in a way, the rework for Exploit from a long time ago makes it so that it's still really helpful. You still get to slow down survivors in like situations like that where we had no soul to use. So the old full presence would have been useless. The new full presence with the rework is actually better in that situation than being able to launch a soul. So we'll definitely take it in that situation. But yeah. Okay, so basically I don't think I finished this yet. Why was Exploit so good before but not good anymore? Because it used to be that Exploit took 12 seconds for a tree to be destroyed. which, like, if you could destroy the tree, not only do you prevent the first, like soul, like, luck-dependent soul issue where you approach a pallet and there's, like, a tree nearby and then you're hoping there's no soul behind the pallet, but also, when the axe blade drops the tree to replace the one you just broke, you just leave that one for free while the souls are trying to be created, then you transition, because it takes an animation time, so that when you see him dropping a tree, unless he cornered you, if he doesn't have you cornered though, that animation time you can see him dropping a tree, then you transition away. The soul area will be created before you leave in time, but because of that buff from breaking a tree, you also don't get a purple soul on you. So it's like, it's a double whammy. You destroy the first tree you spawn on, and on top of that, the next tree axe blade drops, you don't get a soul either, because the first one you broke. If they want to make axe blade good, they should probably remove that. They should probably remove how when not only you can break the first tree, but also the fact that the next tree axe blade drops is completely useless. That you just leave it for free, you don't get a purple soul on you. So then he has to follow you again, he has to drop another tree, and then you can finally start chasing with souls. But yeah. There's like a lot of cool things about axe blade people don't know about. Like you can like do that with the tree roots. You can put it on the Rustful Road. You can when you drop a tree, wherever you drop the tree, wherever your character's facing, that's where the souls spawn. I'm kind of abusing both of those things. When I put a tree on top of my road, like right now, I'm gonna drop a tree. Oh no, but axe blade is facing that way. So you see how the trees spawn in that direction now? Oh, someone is here. That's okay. If we don't hit them with the soul, what you can do with the souls, you can also area denial places. You can kind of deny where a survivor can stand. So she can't stand next to the pallet, because if she does that, then she's going to get hit by the soul. So she walked away from the pallet. But obviously, if she walks away from the pallet, dang. Come on. Drop it? We have fast pallet breaking. I'm just going to break it immediately. Because if she tries to go around backwards, she's not going to have time. And she's dead. Hold up, we're gonna drop this early. I wish there was a chair right there, right next to me. Instead, we're wasting extra time now. It would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot better if there was like a chair right there. Bruh. Look at the time I have to waste just going backwards for that. Nice! That hit. Terror shock maybe? Nope. I'll take the double hit. I don't really care about the terror shock. She tried to go backwards. Okay, we have to follow her again. And that's it for her. Oh, she had a fly though. She still would have been dead though. We just got too many souls here. Or maybe it's not that she's got too many souls, but she's like, she's next to an edge of the soul area, so that if she tries to leave and go for the window, she'll get a soul on her, then she'll be easily dead. That's why I say she would have been dead there anyway. Because anywhere else she goes, she's gonna die. Oh, hello there. Oh, I should have put the road with the tree right there. Oh, we might actually kill her here. Oh, I wish I had a soul to speed myself up with. It doesn't really matter. We still would catch up anyway. Again. Oh, never mind. We have this chair here now. Okay, so. We didn't get a chair where we wanted to, but now the other chair spawn is helping us. So that's fine. And look at that. Their chair is right inside of an area. A soul area. So that when... What the heck? So when they rescue, she'll immediately get souls on her. That was pretty bad. I hope it went on the dancer, not on the mercenary. It went on the mercenary. So now she got no souls. It still slowed her down at least. But... Nice! Let's go. I was worried we don't get the hit there. I really want to go after him, but it's too easy to go backwards. And then it's kind of hard to line up a soul from that distance. I don't even need the warp here. The road will do the same thing. Woo! Let's go! Beautiful. When you combine the speed up, you can effectively make it so that the soul travels faster as well, which is really cool. Never mind, she's AFK, kind of. I don't want to let you heal for free. No healing for free. Where are you? No healing for free! You're dead. Alright. Oh, Mercenary's here. How you doing, man? And I have to pick up Doctor because Doctor's gonna pick herself up so fast. There should be a... No, there's no chair here. Okay, well, Mercenary's gonna pick himself up, probably. We'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty sure he does pick himself up. It's gonna be close. But I'm pretty sure he picks himself up while I... Nope. No, he just gave up. Maybe he already picked himself up, because I already double hit him this game. So he didn't... Maybe he just didn't have... maybe he just didn't have the self-heal anymore. Why are you still up, little bro? It's only 10 o'clock, guys. Come on. Even if I lived in Eastern time zone, 11 o'clock is now late. Give me a break. Anyway. We'll have to do a Puppeteer stream. We're going to have to do a Pharaoh Lady stream. Oh, no. I read those buffs, and it's not going to fix the character, guys. It's not going to fix the character. Honestly, the Puppeteer buff, what does it even fix? It fixes something with Hermit. Like, it makes it so that he's better against Hermit so that it fully blocks the damage, but it still goes to the other survivors. Which makes sense. That's how it should work. What the hello? Alright. I guess we're sitting here now. Hello? Seki getting too lucky? Some of these plays are not like a luck dependent thing, but some of them are. It's always gonna be like that with Expo. Am I in a match or... Okay, I am in a match. Whoa, what's that? This guy has like a little symbol over his head. What is that symbol? I've never seen that before. I remember back then, there was this one guy named, I think, Rick. He was able to have a name that had a different color. His name was Orange. He was the only guy who had it. I always thought he was like maybe a game dev or something. What is this? Is that like a medal? Is that the new medal system? Those are medals? Ah, okay, so he's not special. Dang. Now I'm sad. I hope it's not like Arms Factory and now I have Peeper. No, Warp on Arms Factory. That would be really bad if I had a Warp on Arms Factory. Oh, it's Arms Factory. Oh no, it's not. This is the Hunter music. This music is the same on every map. It sounds a lot like Arms Factory though. If you play Survivor, this is what the Survivor music kind of sounds like when you're not being chased. I know a Survivor spawns here. I know 2 Survivors spawn here, in fact, and both of them ran towards me. No, the soul's out of range! Oh my god, that's so dumb. No, I didn't know he'd be at the window. Dang. Okay, he's in the open though. He can't elbow pad. What? Oh, we still hit him. Okay, a lot of stuff happened there, and hey, I'll take him. He could have elbow padded off the tree too. Oh my god, he straight up left? Okay, well I know where you are if you just straight up left. You gotta be in this direction, Composer. I know the branch doesn't go in my inventory, but it still drops on the ground. Some people don't know that. That when you pick up a branch and you're full on inventory, the branch is not wasted. It, dang, they just healed him pretty quickly though. I'm not gonna lie, didn't get a whole lot out of it. Since when does Doctor ever get value from healing? Come on, that sucks. Imagine she starts healing right now, and then we could warp on her. It's too risky though. I don't know where she's gonna go. Man, and we don't have any souls, so it's a guaranteed heal. See, if we had a tree in this situation, maybe we'd be able to stop her. And she's dead. Pick up. Someone is right there. Someone here? I don't hear that cipher. No. Well, now they know I have warp, because I held my hand out. Hopefully they weren't looking. Okay. He might elbow pad towards the chair here for a free rescue. That's why I'm doing that. And he did! Let's go! Because I know what I would have done if I see Axboy leave the chair like that. I would elbow pad for the free rescue. But he did it a little bit late. Are you trying to... I don't think that's how it works, man. Wait, Oh, come on! No! I kind of saw her skin through the wall there. Did you guys see that? I kind of saw through the wall. I was hoping that maybe... Can you drop this pallet? Maybe she'll drop this. Oh my god, free hit. Free hit on you instead? Oh? A lot of free hits are happening. Free hit? Oh, peepers would be so good here. Wait, did I lose? No, she's here. I knew she had to be here somewhere. I thought she was in front of the rock, though. That's a lot of damage! Can we get that guy who was, what is his name again? For that Flexio guy? We gotta get a that's a lot of damage in here. You guys gotta be healing somewhere around here. I don't see him, though. I don't see him. There they are. Okay, look at that. There's a tree perfectly in the way. So that if she leaves, she gets a purple soul on her. Look at that. How convenient. Mercenary hasn't picked himself up yet. I didn't use the soul because I was thinking like maybe she'll dodge, but she didn't. Geodag. Mercenary finally picked himself up. Maybe someone else had to pick him up. Guys, when a survivor gives you free damage, you take the free damage. She's gonna pick herself up now. She's not? I thought for sure with the health that she got from my chase, combined with cheerleader healing her right there, and the recovery, that she should be able to pick herself up right there. Does she not have self-heal? Guys, I'm not tripping, right? She definitely could have healed herself up there. Like, Doctor naturally heals herself faster, alright? So there's that. And then someone else starts healing her, and now I have a recovery. It only takes like 22 seconds to heal as Doc. That chase was like barking at like 18 seconds, and then cheerleader helped her out a bit. Oh, look at that! Perfect skill. Look at that. 100% skill. What are you guys talking about? What do you mean that wasn't skillful? That was skillful in every little bit. Don't tell me otherwise. Is that even worth taking? Nope. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That was all skill. All skill. That guy's gonna be knocked down for a while again. I think we should pick her up by now. That's not a stun, sorry man. I'll swing though in case you think it is. Oh, another soul! Another lucky soul! Dang, so close. Close. I'm gonna break it, because if you don't break one of these paths when both of them are dropped, it does become an infinite loop. So I'm just saving myself time later. Since he anyway has to come towards me, come towards the chair, I'm not gonna lose anything. I have fast power breaking. That way if he goes for it, I'll just be right next to him still. She's using the speed up, but the full presence is countering it. Look at that. Look at that value. Value, guys. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's this? What's this? What's this? Hold up, hold up. Where do you think you're going? You got flywheel? I could have sworn you had flywheel, right? No, or not. You're dead. Skill. 100% skill. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That was skillful. Alright. It's so satisfying when there's like souls like that. Does this still count? Did they... No. They never changed that. Buff that! Buff how high the restful road goes up. Jesus, man, everyone is bleeding. This mercenary has been on the ground for quite a bit. Okay, where do I think he is? Hold up, I have tinnitus. He's probably revealing himself right now if I just take a look around. Okay, or not. I'm gonna make you pay for that, fella. Is he gonna vault? Imagine. Oh, okay, we're on the better side now. Flywheel? No. No flywheel on this mercenary. Oh, thank you! Now I know where you are. Oh, there you are, big fella. I was looking for you. There's my sugar mama. Come here, my big boy. Alright, where is he? Where's he going? Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay, it's actually working pretty well for him. Ooh, not so good. Stand on my axe. BM value. Axe is the best BMer. Come on. He literally stands on his weapon and looks around. Look at him. He's all tough. And Mercenary is still dead, for the record. Alright. BM tree. Yes, you can do that. Break this tree. Tree? Well, pout is made out of trees, kind of, right? He's around here somewhere. Hello, my big boy. Where you at? Ooh, that's a sad syringe. I mean, we could always wait for him to bleed out. You guys think he's at dungeon? Maybe he's at dungeon. Maybe he's outplaying me. Maybe he's been outplaying me this whole time. Gotta take the road express though. I don't see him. Well, that's one way to die as a survivor, bleeding out. And not as Percy. Oh well. Well, he died. I do not remember Wrestle Road being that long. Is that a buff? Nope. It's always been that long. I think it should be longer. Welcome. Hi, Mickey. How you doing? By the way, welcome, Mickey. Laptop all good? Yeah, laptop's all good. I will admit, when you close it all the way, it doesn't close like all the way. It's like 99.9% closed. But who cares? Alright, I'm thankful it's fixed. Alright, it's amazing. Mustafa is a real one. Come back, please, please, please. Do I know this person? Have we matched? We're up against Worst Ellie. Oh, battle achievements. That's new. Okay. I feel like this guy's name is a little bit familiar, but I guess not. What the heck? Full PC team. What the? Wait, they're all PC? Always have been. Well, I guess I did turn on ability to match with PC players. Oh. Got a burp. Doing good. Dude, I love how we just accepted Havevev's name. You got substitute teachers messing up names like Joshua. But now we got streamers like me perfectly pronouncing Havevevev. Never trust a substitute teacher. Always go to the streamer to pronounce your name. He'll be like, yo, substitute teacher, let me show you how to pronounce my name. Yo, Psyche, how do you pronounce my name? Oh, I can pronounce that name. It's Havevevev. And then the substitute teacher's like, how? And it's like, nope, still wrong. They're never gonna get it right. These substitute teachers, man. Oh my god, they're already breaking my tree. Oh, she didn't break it. Why didn't she commit? Oh, maybe she started late. Look at that. Now we're gonna get a purple soul on her. This was old Axeboy. This is why I played Axeboy before. Look at that. You automatically start to chase with a purple soul. That's a great start. I mean, we do still have to depend on luck because we have to have it be lined up before she reaches a pallet. Like right now. Oh, that's not a great lineup, but she walked into it anyway. I say not a great lineup as I land a really nice hit. But it's because it's easier to dodge when a survivor is sideways. That's why. Okay, she's gonna drop down. That's a good warp. I just gotta land the warp. I think she still has... Please don't disappear. There we go. You know, she should have walked away from that wall because there's a wall on her left, I know she cannot go left. So I'm purposefully using the soul on the right side. I'm purposely using it more on the right because I know that she can't dodge left. So that way I'm closing off more area that she can't run through. You better vault that. I'm not one of those hunters! I've done that to too many hunters to fall for that. I'm not your hunter, fella. I'm sorry. Okay. That was a pretty early rescue, though. I don't know if we'll be able to find the cheerleader now. I don't know where she went. Hopefully we can still find her. Oh, there she is. I should have set up a tree. Okay. There should be a... Right there. Get the full presence here. Why not? And you know what? We can actually knock her down here. I'm pretty confident we can knock her down. Come on, cooldown. Cooldown's screwing me up. Another buff that honestly you could use is just a 12-second cooldown instead of 14-second cooldown. That just literally cost us a knockdown. Like, we had the lineup, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter that we had the lineup. Okay, at least we're doing everything really fast. But we wasted 30 seconds on that chase for no reason, though. Like, she's anyway gonna heal up that damage. Prediction? I really don't want to hit her. We just want to farm. Ugh, I thought that would have hit her, but nope. She's gonna body block. She's not gonna body block. Okay. Okay, this time Cheerleader doesn't have self-heal. Alright, let's go for this. There we go. Honestly, we could even cheer Doctor first. I don't want to do that. What, you never know with these crazy low tiers guys. What if they're coming to pick up this cheerleader like 30 seconds ago? They were immediately running to help her out. I'm not gonna take that chance. Immediately gonna pick up because Doctor just heals so fast. Did I have a feeling? Come on. If I had hospitality, we'd probably be in range. Cut him off a little bit. Put the road like that. More to the left, since he's on the right. And I know he has to go towards the left, so we can kind of cut him off a bit. That's okay. Doesn't really matter if we hit him with that or not. As long as we prevent him from going towards the chair in a straight line. Doesn't really matter to destroy that pallet, but I'm not going to do anything else. I guess we could chair him. I got tinnitus right there for a second. Alright, well, we may as well chair him. Its basement is right next to us. Yummy Terra Shocks? Yes, yes, yes. Yummy indeed. I hate that warp doesn't work in basement. Why not? Make that work in basement, man. Vault? Vault it? Oh, I was hoping she would repeat vault. Dang. Ugh. Barely in range. I just don't want to let her heal up for free. This is like the one survivor where if we let go, then there's a very real chance of them coming back because she can essentially do infinite rescues. Wait a minute, you're right here. You're right here next to me. At first I thought she was next to the pallet. Oh, I think this is damage. There we go. Look at how high you can hit her from. Don't dodge. Let's go. He's gonna vault the window. No, he's not. Why would you... Where else are you gonna go? You have an owl? No. He died. He's dead, that's for sure. There you are. If you were to switch factions, do you think you could easily be a high tier hunter? Definitely. Very easily hunter. The thing about hunter is the only thing left for me to learn about hunter is just how to play the hunter. And that's the easiest part about playing hunter. Knowing how to play your hunter well is the easy part. The hard part is playing hunter in general. Not anything specific about your character, but how to know how to play hunter. What are your goals in a hunter match? What are the checklists? Because yes, your goal is 4 survivors, but how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna kill 4 survivors and not fall behind? Chasing one too much? Or maybe you have an opportunity to go after a second one. When is it okay to go after a second one and briefly go after someone else besides your target? When is it okay to use your trait? What trait should you use on the maps with your hunter? I think the traits and the builds and the hunter to use are the easy parts, and then you can master those. But what's really hard about the game is when do you go pressure the cipher? When do you leave your target? Because a lot of people, they struggle. They struggle on knowing when to deviate from the norm. The norm is, yes, to tunnel, but there are so many chances where you have a choice to do something else, and a lot of people will ignore any other choice they have just because of the fact they're told tunnel, 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 because you want to get the first person as soon as possible. And yes, that's true, but like that chase with that doctor, now she's seeing that seer, I think, not the seer, but I think my target was doctor, right? And there was a cheerleader. No, who was I chasing last game? That's my first target. I was chasing the cheerleader, and then every single time I tried to go after the doctor because I was confident we could knock her down. And I was wrong the first time. Honestly, I should not have been wrong the first time. That should have probably hit if I was just a little bit better. But it's a lot about like game sense. Like if you see an opportunity to knock someone else down and you're confident in your ability, go ahead and do it. Obviously, if you fail, then either it wasn't good, either you misidentified the area was better than you thought, or maybe you were just misidentified your cooldowns. Like right there, I thought we could knock her down, but we just didn't have the ability up in time. I was hoping it would come up, but we were like a second or two off. And you know what? If you're a second or two off, I think you're a pretty good hunter. If that's what's stopping you from getting hits, and if just the plus 1 or 2 second difference is what's really screwing you up, you're probably fine. Like if you're messing up like 8 second or 5 second differences, like you're going to chase someone and your ability is not up for a very long time, and that's a clear mistake. But like 1 second, that's probably something you can. Obviously, something to work on. Yes, still something to work on, but given how hard Hunter is and how precise you have to be, if you're within 1 second precision, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's pretty good. There's a person here. We have double doctor and a forward. I'm worried about a forward. Maybe this is the person who's next to us. What's going on here? Because I know there's a survivor here. Is it the forward? No, it's just a doctor. Let's go after her. Forward might be here now. I'm still going to check, just in case. They're going to pick up. She has a purple soul on her now. We know where she is. Lucky? Yes! Good. I always say lucky because there's always a chance she like goes left. Right? Opposite direction, then dodges it. Right? And I can't count that she doesn't. But I'm not afraid to do it because I'm anyway going to have to camp. Right? And you know she's anyway going to be able to heal up as well. But it's just less time on decoding. That's the important part. That's a game sense choice. Like, we could have been aggressive and gone after her, but it's good to play it safe because we could have potentially thrown our game away had someone been next to us in Entomologist. Like in this situation, we could have been the aggressor, but we really it's good to play safe, and just the fact that I know it's okay to chase our target, to just go after someone else with our souls. I see the souls are there. I know someone else is there to chase, and so I'm not afraid to go for it. Okay, this forward is up against a really hard matchup here because I just pick up faster than normal. He could go for a lucky stun here, but he didn't hit it. And let's try to pick up this doctor. He can stun here if he wants. He didn't go for it, though. I think he was on a cooldown, maybe. Let's try to hit him out of this football if he goes for it. I'm tempted to drop. No. Okay. So if I still had Tinnitus, I would have dropped right there because I'm expecting him to go for a chair stun. That's like a Hunter game sense situation in that sense. Like I know that he's half health. I know that if he doesn't go for the stun right now, he's not going to get it. I didn't mean to go for that soul. Dang, that's really annoying. Can I get your branch? Ooh, that was tough. Slipped right through. I think we can still find her pretty easily. Where is she? Oh, yeah, there she is. Alright. Alright, we'll pick it up now since we have time. Oh, I knew he was there. Oh, I knew he was there. Imagine how bad that would have been if I stepped in that. Oh, God. I don't even want to think about that. Oh, oh, sorry. Ah, dang, that was a good play. If only Axboy could swing faster after using a soul. Okay, we should be fine here. Here we go. Again, same thing. He could try to go for a stun, but we pick up so fast that he kind of has to go for a YOLO stun. And as a hunter, I know he has no choice. That's a hunter game sense thing right there. That I know he has to go for early footballs. And a lot of people are going to be like, Psyche, why is this forward so bad? Why is he going after the football like that? Why doesn't he wait for you to pick up first? Because Axboy picks up so fast on the road that by the time he starts to dash, I already fully picked up. And so he needs to start it sooner if he wants to football stun me before I can drop. And I know that he knows that. So that I act like I'm about to pick up. I use the road, I go right next to her, and then I stop. I don't do anything. And I hope that he goes for the forward stun. Right? And at that point, he has to predict my prediction. I'm predicting that he's going to immediately football. Because he knows he has no choice. Alright? If he's predicting my prediction, then he's actually not going to stun there. But even if he doesn't, right, what is he going to do at that point? He's out in the open. We could chase him into the window, force him to vault, and then we could go backwards and pick up. That's why Hunter Axboy specifically versus forward, right there in that situation, really hard to do anything about. I don't know if that was like a game censure, because like, yes, it's a game censure, but I think it could also be, you know, something that like is a part of your hunter. So is that game sense or is it just part of your hunter? I think it could be both. You know, there are game sense special things that only your hunter can do. There is no other hunter like Axboy that can do that. Besides Spider, I guess Spider can do it. Spider is a lot more obvious though. Spider, because she's not. If your survivor's out in the open, you're not going to be able to web like that. You're going to have to web further away. And if you're setting up web further away, then it's pretty obvious that you're going to be picking up. I guess you could again do the same thing where you can mind game, but it's just not as good. Unless the web is right on top of the survivor. Your hunter is very fun to watch, to be honest. Thank you, Have Makes it look less miserable. Thank you. I mean, we had some miserable matches. I didn't play the best today either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Whew. And shrink that down a little bit. Love this Axboy appreciation. Axboy is a cool hunter. I like Axboy. No, that was just Weeping Con laughing. That was not Axboy. Axboy laughs a little bit too, but I don't know if that's what you were talking about. They were both laughing, I guess is the best way to put it. No! You're not breaking that tree. You're breaking it too late. 8 seconds is too late. Sorry, fella. See, right here the peeper's going to be... Unless he left. Dang, he left. Sad. Oh well. Well, we know who has double purple souls. This should be a pretty good chase. I'm really tempted. No, it's Entomologist! Oh no, we're screwed. Yeah, as long as she stays in her bees. Oh, and the souls are running out. Oh my god, this is what I'm talking about with these souls, guys. It's so annoying. It just picks out one in front of you. That's why the old soul gimmick of like souls getting in front of you was so annoying. Look at that. That's purposely did the charge attack there because if she drops it, she's gonna get hit there. But also we can kind of safely walk through it. I would have not taken this route. Man, she could still get a Seer Owl, and this kite is gonna be pretty long still. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I probably what am I doing actually? I should have used that for the speed up. What am I doing? That was a huge mistake. Okay, well, we're in trouble. Because we're not next to any ciphers that are shaking. We're next to none. I also forgot to put a peeper next to the chair. Hopefully this is the rescuer. Hopefully we get a... it's so annoying. Dang. Maybe this is the rescuer. Oops. A little bit out of range. Oh, that could have costed me. Oh, I guess he was the rescuer. I don't really know what happened there. Okay, well, they're probably going to go to rescue now. Where was the... I should have looked where the other cipher popped. Oopsies. Now I don't know where Sierra is. Or maybe that's Sweeping Calm. No, they're still on the cipher? What the heck? Wait, now we have tonight's... Yeah, if only I checked where that cipher popped, we'd have more information now. Oh, how did that miss? It is after half. She is dead. The bees disappear when she dies, so I'm not going to even bother. Okay. They probably ran over here, if I had to guess. Yep. It's just Seer, though. Oh, no. No, there he is. That's who I wanted. He probably has a magnet. Man, a lot of... Imagine if a soul was in the right spot there. We would have killed him. Uh-oh. This is not a guarantee. Oh. Happens to be that the Seer all actually saved him, though. I guess it's not as bad as it could be. Do we take basement? I think we take basement. It's not like we're really close to any ciphers, honestly. Alright. Definitely drop a peeper here. And a tree. And I need to pick up some trees as well. At least one. One is good. Oh, you're gonna have a purple soul on you. Hello? Alright, that's cool, I guess. He just wanted to flywheel there. Oh, is he still playing? I don't know if he's still playing. It's kind of weird. I don't really know what's going on there. Okay, so let's go after this guy. Man, if only I could put a peeper on my road. So that a peeper spawns at the end of the road, just so we could already start slowing him down. Look at that. Double tree on the ground. That's why I picked him up earlier. Oh, sorry, I picked up the branch earlier. So that way, when a survivor destroys the tree... Ah, I didn't mention that. Why I pick up branches. It's not just because when you pick up a branch, you drop it back on the ground. So that, like, I guess you can save yourself some animation time later. It's also so that if a survivor breaks it, now there's going to be 2 branches on the ground. So, like, in this situation where I'm low on branches, it's a big deal that I picked up one of them earlier. So that way, when the survivor breaks it, now there's 2 branches on the ground. Because another one drops from breaking, of course. But if you pick it up, because obviously if you pick up a branch from a tree, you can only pick it up if that tree is still alive. Okay, so when a survivor breaks, you obviously can't do that anymore. But you can do it before they break it, and then that branch will be saved for later, in case you ever come back to the area, and then if they break it, now you'll have 2 branches there. GG Seggy, we are big fans. GG's Egbert. You must have been from, I think, last match? Or 2 matches ago. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna get one more win here. Let's go to 20 wins. Oops, 19. Let's go to 20 wins and then we'll call it a stream. 20 Expo wins. You were playing Violinist earlier? I remember Violinist. Violinist. Similar spot as Axeboy. I really want Axeboy to get nerfed though, and I was saying for them to nerf the tree destruction speed, and they did it, and now he's so sad. I kind of regret suggesting that as a nerf now. But Violinist never deserved a nerf. I liked Violinist in his place, and they just were nerfing him straight from the start. Maybe it was good that they nerfed how fast you can swing after dropping a second note, because there were a lot of times where you missed the note you anyway can basically hit the starter immediately. But honestly, looking at the type of hunters we have nowadays, that's nothing. Who cares that when he misses his note, he can immediately still swing? Because now if you miss your note, there's like 2 seconds where you can't swing. That's usually when they get behind the palette and they drop it before you can swing. So that's really why Violinist is... That nerf made Violinist enough to be like not even close to as good as he used to be. And then they just kept nerfing him and nerfing him and nerfing him. They even nerfed Peepers just because of Violinist. Like, that was unnecessary. Peepers used to last 80 seconds, and they used to reduce interaction speed by 40% if it was a what's it called? If it was like a heal or like a decode. And I think they also reduced the movement speed from Peepers as well. They nerfed 3 things about it. I remember that. They nerfed the duration, and they definitely nerfed the interaction speed. And then I think the last thing they nerfed was the movement speed, which is... Listen, maybe... Okay, sure. Maybe it shouldn't reduce by 40%. Alright, maybe. But, like, why make the Peeper last 60 seconds? That's ridiculous. A 1 minute is nothing. Especially because of how small the range is. At least make it long in the small area it lasted. Don't take that away. Okay, a soul will spawn in this direction. So the way I know the soul is going to spawn there is because it depends on where you drop the soul. Sorry, where you drop the tree. Wherever you're looking when you drop the tree with Axeboy, wherever Axeboy's face, I should say, is looking when you drop the tree, that's where the 2 souls spawn. And then one will go left and the other will go right. And so you can actually manipulate where the souls spawn when you drop the tree. Push her off the cipher a little bit, just so we're not losing so much decode. Besides that, we don't really have any other cipher pressure besides just chairing on ciphers. Which is still, I mean, this is the best kind of cipher pressure, just chair on them. But, yeah. Maybe we can hit her still? Nice! We still hit her. That was a really good warp. Right behind the wall, too. Dude, I almost pressed the warp button thinking it was a Peeper. I would have canceled my warp. That would have been so sad. There we go. There's Doctor right on cue. Hits! Let's go. Nice, nice, nice. I'm not going to leave yet. Okay, I'll leave now. She did get the heal off, unfortunately. To be expected. Maybe we can get like a lucky soul. Nope, no lucky souls. They're doing middle. Man, if this wasn't a doctor, I would actually leave this target right now and go after middle. Because they're in a really open area. We could easily take advantage of that. Oh my god, I really got tripped. I was hoping it. I was thinking if she has fly moves, she does live here, but I gotta vault this immediately. Because if I go around, she's gonna have a little bit of time to heal. I don't want that. Yeah, if this wasn't Doctor, I would have gone after middle, and then we probably would have gone to free. I would have put a tree on top of my road. We would have boosted all the way to the cipher. We probably would have gotten a hit just because of that. That's a very strong combo, especially when they're out in the open like that. But we can't, because if we leave Doctor, all our progress is gone. So we have to stay on the same survival. It forces us to tunnel. And usually getting damage in and leaving a target is very good if the cipher you're planning to go after is one that you think you can easily get a hit on. I think Psychologist should get a soul here. Look at that. Doctor got a soul even though the chair was barely out of range. So that's really cool. Postman is like probably trying to balloon stun. No, he's actually decoding. Hello. Alright, that's not a big deal. We're anyway just going to put that tree back. I'm almost thinking about... I'm trying to see if we can get like a nice soul snipe on the Psychologist, but there's nothing really to get. And I don't think, yeah, that confined space should still be there, and we're actually going to get a knockdown here. Nice. It's really good. And we're definitely going to go pick up the doctor now, though, just because she heals so fast. There's no souls on this tree anymore. Alright, where is she? She's right over here. Maybe we can kind of find him? Oh yeah, we do find him. Whoop. Dodge the dog on the way back. Important note. Don't forget to do that, guys. The dog does run back. Okay, we're gonna go sideways. Oh, vault that? Oh, it counted barely. Nice. Look at that hitbox. Hitbox moment. Okay, well, I mean, Psychologist picked herself up. We didn't really get anything out of her. She's doing the cipher. Oh, no, she's not. That was just the game. Oh, I see her. She's doing that one now. Nice. Alright, one more win. And we'll have 20 wins as Axe Boy. Probably not like Axe Boy being anything amazing, just the survivors being a lot easier to go after than stuff like Axe Boy, which is not as good as the best hunters. Even he can do good. So with good skill at the hunter, with good game sense, there should be no reason I should tie. I'm back, gamers. Are you winning, son? Yeah, we got how many? 19 wins? Pretty good. We're definitely winning. I was playing Violinist early. Needs to say I hate Violinist. What? I'm over here talking about how much I thought Violinist didn't need a nerf. Nope, I hate Violinist. I just hate how his controls feel so clunky. I want my nose to not get caught on objects when trying to place him. Well, that's because the game knows you're trying to place him inside of a wall. So it's not that the game doesn't recognize that you're moving the node. It's that it's detecting a wall, so it looks like it's not moving anymore. But it is still moving. You just gotta hold past the wall. You gotta like imagine where the note would be if there wouldn't be a wall, and then assume that the game is just pushing it to the side because there's a wall in the way. Yeah, so we can do one Violinist match. Come on, we play Axe Boy for 19 games. We're gonna have one Violinist match. Violinist is the other peeper hunter. He's the only other hunter with peepers because there is synergy. With, again, just like with Axe Boy, ability is long range and goes through walls. And it is very important to see where they are so that you can get a well-timed no. Like, if you don't know if they're about to vault a window because there's a wall in the way, then peeper would have saved you in that situation. Something like Hospital definitely is important. Not something I would recommend. I usually recommend Blink, but you know, just because I'm time botted, we may as well take beavers on him too. It's not as good, I don't think, but sometimes it does get you a hit where you otherwise wouldn't have gotten a hit. But again, that's the thing about peepers. Peepers have to be good with your ability. It has to make your ability hit where otherwise wouldn't. What other hunters help your abilities hit where they otherwise wouldn't? None. All you do is slow them down. The vision you get is not advantageous at all. All you're getting is one nerf. You're nerfing their movement speed barely. And then you're also making it so that they vault slightly slower. Literally, who cares? Alright, like right here, this is way more important. Oh, I thought she would stay at the pallet, but like, look at that! That is a situation where peepers genuinely were better. Let's force her to go back into the violin so she gets another 3% slower. And look at that, now she has max reduced movement speed. Look at that. Value. All from a single note, by the way, forcing her to go back and forth, back and forth. So now look at how slow she is, even with the gun. Okay, even with the gun, she's gonna get pretty far, but why isn't she going in hospital? That would have been pretty good to go in hospital right there. But yeah, look at that. Small little things like that, just getting the debuff on your survivors. Oh, we can cancel the note. I forgot about that. What a nice change to Violinist. We can cancel the note if we don't need it. Well, that's a big change. Wait, I have the S tier for him? Okay, I guess I have the S tier for him. When have I been getting these abilities? What the heck? Hold up. Paper? Not abilities, but accessories. How much do the demon notes reduce movement speed? It's 4% for everyone, right? It's 4, 8, 12, I think. Oh, that was really bad. I really like his 1000 presents. This is like one of my favorite abilities in the game. The fact that you can swing like this, and it actually has a chase advantage too. You can swing through pallets without slowing yourself down. Like, there's a genuine advantage. I'm getting stuck on everything. Ugh. Oh my god. She should be dead. I'm just bad. Okay, right here she should be dead. There we go. There's 2 survivors near me. Look at that. Oh, if only I could stop that. I don't have my ability up there. Mine's is right there. Oops. That was really bad. Maybe we can get a Terror Shock. We have to go after Mind's Eye here. I cannot. I don't know if we're gonna even be able to kill that coordinator when she's going in hospital like that on top of that. I honestly don't think, with all the body blocks, I don't think we do. I'm gonna take a executive decision here, and we're gonna switch targets. Because I really don't know. We have to keep pressure on the Cyphers. If they're giving us a chance, we have to take it. We're too far behind. We have 1 person, we have 2 people healing, 1 person dead, and another person running away from chase. I gotta take it. I don't think we'll go after her anymore because we gotta go back to that Cypher. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Hopefully Coordinator could screw up and expose herself. And that'll be our chance to come back, maybe. I'm gonna drop 2 peepers here. Just so they have to spend longer removing them. Okay, that's alright. Let's see if someone rescues. No survivors, so someone is nearby. That's not dead, that is. Oh, they're over there. Woo! That was a really bad play. She's gonna dodge, right? I don't want to let that heal happen for free. I'm gonna pick her up now. She's not gonna heal up in time. That's fine. It's all about pressuring right now. These peepers are allowing us to get that pressure. We just have to be mobile. We just have to be mobile. If I ever sit down spending time on one target, then we're going to be in trouble. But if we're constantly putting pressure on both the Cyphers, they're never going to be able to get consistent decode. They're scared of me going for a hit here. Okay, there we go. Mind's Eye's dead now. Oh, I really hate these types of windows where we're trying to shoot sideways. They might get these ciphers done here, but it doesn't matter because they're both dead. So there you go. We brought that back. That was a little bit scary. I took that chance there. I took the chance of not going after psychologists because they were so hell-bent on body blocking for her that I don't know if we were going to necessarily be able to get through that. And if I fail, we're going to be so down. We're going to be so down. We're not going to be able to get him back down at that point once they get in hospital like that. There's no way. So I saw Mind's Eye. She gave me a first hit for free. If we can get another hit after that, we'll be fine. But the first hit will be free. They also have faster pallet breaking. Have I even broken a single pallet this game? I don't think I did. I think maybe we broke the shed pallet, but that's it. I would not master my eyes. It is not worth it. Very, very much don't recommend Mad Ice. It is so bad. He is such a bad hunter. Even if you are the best Mad Ice players in the world, you get your butt kicked. I'm not just trying to say you get kicked by hard counters. No, you don't even need to be a hard counter, and you get your butt kicked. Why? Because your ability is so easy to remove. Don't waste your time, because 99% of the time, your console is being destroyed, and you're not going to be able to use the ability. And if you ever spend more than 3 seconds now looking at a console, it's gone. All 500 energy is gone. Don't waste your time on it. Don't waste your time on Mad Ice. Even before they nerfed Mad Ice and made it so that it takes 3 seconds to hack instead of 5, don't do it. It's not worth it. Even back then, he was such a bad hunter. People really overestimating him, by the way, back then. Even back then, like, I saw Alien putting him in, like, B tier or, like, A tier. Really bad ratings. I don't know what those Chinese survivors are doing. It's just too easy. Even if you're really accurate with the walls give just enough time where, as a survivor, if a survivor's really good, they can dodge the walls every time. And I show that every single time I'm playing against the Mad Ice. Every single time. Every single time I start the match, what do I know about the Mad Ice? I know that Mad Ice is so bad that you can hack his console so fast that a Mad Ice has no choice but to immediately put a fence on the console to protect it before he even has time to check, okay? I know that's how bad Mad Ice is. So I can actually take advantage of that and just not never, but don't do the console to start, because you can just watch them waste all their energy. Why? Because they're forced to do it. Because that's how bad Mad Ice is at protecting his consoles. That's how fast it is to hack them. He has no choice but to do it. And you can actually take advantage of that. And the mind games you can play against him, because of how quickly you can hack, is crazy what kind of mind games you can do against him. Because you know he knows that it takes so fast. It's so fast to destroy the console. So it's just so easy to get rid of the energy. He knows he has to mega protect. You know he has to spam those walls almost immediately. And you can abuse that to your advantage because of that. Don't learn it. It's not worth it. Bro, I should have so many tier 3 medals. I don't know how this works, but how do you get these? This is pretty cool, actually. Gives you another reason to play characters. You know, something I was thinking about now that they've added, like, history badges is, like, I go out of my way to go get first on every single survivor at least one time. That would be pretty cool. That would be, I think, a pretty cool series. It wouldn't even take that long. If you do nothing but play that character, it would only take you maybe a couple, like, 3 weeks to get a first on that character. As long as you have a good team. Restraining proficiency. So it looks like you have to escape 72 times. I see. You have to hit. Oh god, maybe this should have been the tier 3 badge, because that is 32 pallet stuns. You're kidding. Decoding proficiency. What the heck? Countering proficiency. Nope. I thought there would be like a healing self proficiency, like that has to do with the character. Is there no flashlight stun? Oh, that's boring. There's nothing even that has to do with your character. Oh, you have to... What is this? You have to contain as explorer. Hiding doesn't even count as a... Whatever. I think they could have done this better. They really just copy-pasted like 4 or 5 different missions onto every other character. If it's a kiter, they gave stunner, it looks like. And if it's a decoder, they gave decoder. And everything else is the same. Escaping... Restraining. Does this guy like have a lasso? Do you lasso? No, you just have to pallet stun. Man, this system, it doesn't suck, but... Oh, here we go. Exclusive to the survivor. Yeah, there we go. Now that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, there we go. If this flew over their head, I would have gone crazy. But they did give specific survivor quests. Distance created, yeah, that's cool. Using lasso, I like these quests. The rescue from rocket share balloon. Distance travel lasso, these are good quests. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And you can get exclusive medals. Ah, there we go. Like you got a general medal for kiting, and they're all kiting, and then you get a special one that has to do with your character. That's cool. I like that. This doesn't seem like something you can do in like as easily as the first batch though. This is gonna take just years and years of playing every character though. Psyche Dancer gameplay win? I play her every once in a while, but I really don't, because there's just a lot of hunters where I don't think she's that great against. She's situational. You have to set up areas, and you know, smart hunters, they usually just destroy the boxes right away, and I don't think it gives you enough time for the time you spend making them, you know. I think there's survivors with better abilities, basically, that don't require setup, and I think they give more distance. It depends on the hunter you're up against, but that's mostly why I don't like it, because it depends too much on the hunter. Like, it's either really good or really bad, and no in between. I don't really like that. Like, either you're up against Waxverse and the box matters nothing, or you're up against, or like Blood Queen or Naiad, or like hunters who are not even the best hunters in the game just destroy you. That's probably the reason why I don't like Dancer. Like, these are not even the best hunters in the game. They have big weaknesses, and they're honestly still pretty good against Dancer. That's why I don't like playing Dancer. And then there's also the top tier hunters like Opera, Shadow. Goatman, I don't think he's gonna struggle that much. Maybe he does struggle more than I think. But I think if you are gonna teleport on top of the Survivor, I think it's really tough. Maybe like the issues that like she twirls away, maybe, and then it's in a blue music box, so he has a hard time walking backwards after. It could be good against Goatman. But if he's very accurate, you could see yourself getting hit every once in a while. Oh, looks like there's oh, never mind. I thought this was gonna be like some get your free golden apples or something like that. Alright, guys. Well, this is going to be the end of the stream today. Oh, this... Okay, looks like these are all character made. Yeah, I saw leaks for this a long time ago. I was wondering where these were. Alright. Hold up, let's get through this, because we're going to end stream here. Oh my god, that's a big wall of text. The IBS Intercontinental Invitation will be held from September 26th to September 29th. Ooh. Oh, was NAU in there? Hold up, I think NAU's in there, right? Hold up, I'm checking on the stream if NAU's in there. And NEU was in there, right? HK, MO, and North America. Cool. So I think B4U is going to be playing. Alright. Well, that's going to be the end of the stream today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to come back to the other character changes that happened. I think Puppeteer, Pharaoh Lady, such bad survivors. We're going to see if their battle changes made them any better. But yeah, with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like if you like it. Subscribe if you're new around here. And make sure to psych him out, guys. This has been Psyche. Out. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all later. Peace out.